They're going to jail, and they couldn't take your life. But God can take theirs instantly. Spiritual wisdom. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This powerful scripture reminds us that when you walk with purpose, no force can truly defeat you. Welcome to Spiritual Wisdom, where we explore the profound truth behind life's battles and divine justice. In today's video, we'll uncover why those who plotted against you are facing the consequences of their actions, and why their schemes could never break you. As you watch, think about this. How have you seen the power of divine protection in your own life? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to keep going. Let's dive in and uncover the wisdom that will help you embrace your resilience and thrive. Number 1. They wrote the script, but God directed the plot twist. Some people believe they hold the pen to your life story, certain they can script your downfall and write the final chapter to suit their agenda. They strategize, plot, and orchestrate moments they believe will bring you to your knees, imagining your destruction as the triumphant climax of their plan. But here's the truth they fail to grasp. The pen has always been in God's hands. They may try to steal the spotlight and dictate the narrative, but God, the master storyteller, excels at delivering plot twists that leave their plans in ruins. While they envision your defeat, God is already preparing a divine shift in the story, a spiritual awakening that will redefine not just your ending, but the entire arc of your journey. They set their trap, convinced it's airtight, thinking they've cornered you. The climax they envisioned, where you stumble and fall, seems so close that they begin to celebrate prematurely. But here's where the divine twist takes center stage. God steps in, flipping the narrative so abruptly that the story no longer revolves around your struggle, but your triumph. The very tools they fashioned to bring you down become the instruments of their undoing. The pit they dug for you, they fall into it themselves. This isn't karma or coincidence. It's the intentional work of a higher power directing every turn of events with precision and purpose. And it doesn't happen gradually. When God steps in, the shift is sudden, undeniable, and absolute. The power they thought they wielded vanishes like smoke, and they're left scrambling, wondering how their carefully crafted plan fell apart so spectacularly. It's in this divine reversal that God's purpose is revealed, not to humiliate them, but to exalt you. While they're stuck in the wreckage of their schemes, you're walking in a new season of victory. You're thriving, not just picking up the pieces, but building a future that surpasses even your own expectations. This plot twist isn't merely a moment of vindication. It's a spiritual lesson. It's a reminder that no one, not even the most determined adversaries, can dictate the story of someone marked by God. Your purpose was authored long before their plans took shape, and their attempts to control your life are nothing more than footnotes in a story of divine power and grace. In modern life, this lesson carries profound relevance. As we navigate toxic environments, workplace betrayals, or personal attacks, we must remember that the spiritual realm is at work, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against us. The challenges we face are not signs of abandonment, but opportunities for God to demonstrate His unmatched sovereignty. So, when people try to script your demise, keep the faith. Their plans are temporary, but God's purpose for your life is eternal. Comment below, "I will keep the faith." Trust that the same God who directed all your past victories is still writing new chapters for your future. Hold on to the knowledge that the twists and turns they could never have predicted are designed not only to elevate you, but to affirm your spiritual awakening and strengthen your connection with the divine. And as the story unfolds, let your life serve as a testament to the truth that the author of your purpose writes with a power that no enemy can erase. Number 2. Your life is covered in layers. They can't see. Your life is wrapped in layers they cannot see. And this is not just a poetic notion. It's a truth rooted in spirituality and spiritual growth. People may think they have you figured out, believing their schemes, words, or actions can break you. But they fail to grasp the immense force shielding you. You're not standing here alone. Your very being is surrounded by layers of divine protection so profound that their efforts to harm you are as futile as throwing stones at the sky. These layers are your purpose, your destiny, and your spiritual armor. They are why their plans crumble, why you stand tall after every attack, and why the weapons aimed at you seem to backfire on those who wield them. This isn't mere coincidence. It's a testament to the power that guides and protects you. Think of it like this. There's a reason you've survived storms that were meant to destroy you. You've endured betrayals, insults, and traps designed to break you. Yet here you are, stronger and more determined than ever. Why? Because your purpose is not something that can be rewritten or erased by anyone. Purpose isn't just a motivational buzzword. It's a shield, a divine layer of energy that guards your life and propels you forward. The spiritual armor you wear absorbs every negative word, deflects every malicious plan, and turns every act of betrayal into a stepping stone for your growth. Even if they could see this armor, they wouldn't know how to dismantle it, because it's not of this world. It's a gift from above, a manifestation of your chosen path. Consider the story of a young entrepreneur who faced relentless criticism and sabotage from competitors. They spread rumors, tried to undercut her business, and plotted her downfall. But no matter how hard they tried, her business thrived. Customers remained loyal, new opportunities emerged, and the very lies meant to ruin her became the foundation of her stronger reputation. She later reflected on how her faith and sense of purpose kept her grounded, unshaken by the chaos around her. Her spiritual growth allowed her to see these attacks not as threats, but as confirmations of the divine protection over her life. This story resonates because it mirrors the spiritual truth that what is meant for you cannot be taken away by others. The layers of protection, your purpose, your faith, your divine destiny, are what keep you moving forward. Now ask yourself, what are the storms in your life trying to teach you about your own spiritual layers? Do you let the actions of others define your worth? Or do you trust in a higher power that protects and guides you? These questions are not just rhetorical. They are an invitation to reflect on the power you carry, the protection you are surrounded by, and the purpose that defines your path. Remember, every time they attack you, they expose their own limitations. Their weapons will never be enough because your life is covered with many layers of sacred protection. These layers not only keep you safe, they empower you to grow, develop, and fulfill your chosen purpose. Let this be your lesson. Trust the unseen, embrace your spiritual growth, and never doubt the power of your purpose. Comment below, I believe in this journey, and let's continue together. Number 3. Your survival was their undoing. Your survival is more than just a testament to your strength. It's a declaration of spiritual wisdom and divine protection that can't be denied. When they plotted against you, they believed in their power, thinking they could orchestrate your downfall and turn your pain into their triumph. They were so consumed by their schemes that they failed to see the bigger picture. But the moment you emerged unscathed, standing tall, despite their best efforts, everything they thought they controlled began to unravel. Their failure wasn't just a misstep. It was a catastrophic backfire, and the weight of that reality now rests heavily on their shoulders. Your survival strikes at the heart of their identity. They built their arrogance on the belief that they could manipulate outcomes, that they could extinguish your light. And yet, here you are, shining brighter than ever. Every step you take forward is a reminder of their limitations and a glaring sign that there is a power far greater than them at work. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Truth never damages a cause that is just. Your resilience, rooted in truth and guided by divine wisdom, dismantles their illusions of control. Consider this. Why is it that your survival bothers them so deeply? It's not just that their plans failed. It's that your very existence forces them to confront a truth they'd rather ignore, that their power was an illusion, and your strength comes from a source they can neither understand nor overcome. Every breath you take is a reflection of God's protection, a reminder that they miscalculated in the worst way possible. They never anticipated that the hand of the divine was shielding you, preserving you for a purpose greater than anything they could imagine. This realization isn't just a loss for them, it's their undoing. They must grapple with the permanence of their defeat, knowing that they can't reverse what has happened or erase the evidence of their failure. As you thrive, their sense of control crumbles further. The more you rise, the more they're forced to face the reckoning of their own actions. And here's the real spiritual wisdom. Their attempt to harm you only highlighted the greatness of the divine plan over your life. What they intended for evil, God turned into something profoundly good. So ask yourself, what does your survival mean in the grander scheme of things? Could it be that you were preserved not just to overcome, but to inspire others to see the hand of God in their own struggles? As the late Maya Angelou said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." Your story isn't just about endurance, it's about transformation, a victory that turns pain into purpose. Let your survival be a beacon, not just of resilience, but of hope and faith. Every challenge you overcome is a reminder that divine justice prevails, and that no scheme against you can stand when you're walking in alignment with God's plan. Remember, their failure to take your life is proof that your life is guarded by a power far greater than their schemes. And in the end, God can take from them in an instant what they spent a lifetime trying to achieve through manipulation. Keep thriving, keep rising, and let your story of survival become a powerful testament to the spiritual wisdom that sustains you. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. Number 4. Karma works on divine speed, not human patience. Karma operates not with haste, but with precision, guided by the hand of divine speed and the wisdom of spiritual awakening. When those who have wronged you appear to flourish, it can feel like justice is asleep. But this perception stems from human impatience, not spiritual understanding. Divine timing is not about immediate gratification. It's about crafting a reckoning so profound that it transforms. While you are focusing on mending the pieces of your life and stepping into your spiritual growth, those who sought to harm you are unwittingly constructing their own downfall. Their lies, manipulations, and misuse of power do not vanish into the ether. They are seeds that will sprout consequences they cannot escape. God's timing and karma's approach are not reactions driven by vengeance, but by profound lessons that last a lifetime. Every delay, every moment when it feels like the scales of justice remain unbalanced, is a moment of preparation. Karma isn't slow, it's deliberate, ensuring that when the consequences arrive, they leave no room for denial or avoidance. It's not a fleeting punishment, but a permanent reminder of choices made and the costs they incurred. When the reckoning comes, it doesn't merely touch their lives. It dismantles everything they falsely built, brick by brick, leaving no foundation for deception or harm to thrive again. This spiritual awakening calls for patience, for the understanding that the divine sees all, and nothing escapes its timing. The traps they set for you were merely steps closer to their own undoing, and the harm they intended for you has become the shadow that follows them. In modern life, we often rush to see immediate results, seeking closure or proof of justice. but true power lies in releasing the burden of retribution to the divine, trusting that karma's strategy is far more thorough than we can imagine. While they are ensnared by the consequences of their actions, you are rising spiritually, emotionally, and on purpose. Your healing and growth are not just a response to the pain, but a testament to the strength of your spirit. God's hand guides the timing of every consequence, ensuring that no wrong goes unaddressed and no right remains unrewarded. The energy they misused will always return, reshaped as the weight of accountability. So take this moment to focus on your journey, to align yourself with higher vibrations, and to embrace the peace that comes from knowing karma never misses. Trust in the process of spiritual timing, for it is never late and always precise. Their reckoning will arrive not as an act of revenge, but as a lesson they cannot ignore, crafted by divine hands to teach and transform. And when it does, you'll be walking in your power, stronger and unshaken, a living example of resilience and faith. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights and let's continue this conversation. Number 5. Their lives are the currency they didn't know they gambled. Their relentless pursuit of control over your life has unknowingly set them on a self-destructive path, where the very actions they took to harm you have become the weight of their own undoing. Consumed by jealousy, manipulation, and schemes, they gambled their integrity, peace, and ultimately their lives, believing their plans were flawless. Yet, in their arrogance, they overlooked a universal truth. No one escapes divine justice. God observes all and every lie they told, every act of betrayal, and every attempt to twist reality in their favor was a debt being silently recorded. They thought they were untouchable, placing their faith in their ability to outmaneuver you. But in the spiritual realm, intentions matter more than strategies, and their actions were planting seeds of destruction in their own lives. Think about this. In the world of finance, a person can spend recklessly on credit, enjoying temporary pleasures while ignoring the accumulating debt until the bill comes due. Similarly, their actions were like spending from a spiritual account they didn't even know was dwindling. Every time they tried to harm you, they weren't just risking their reputation, they were betting their very lives. God's justice doesn't operate on human timelines, but on divine wisdom, and when the moment of reckoning arrives, it is both swift and undeniable. Their obsession with breaking you blinded them to the fact that they were dismantling their own stability. Every step they took to push you down was, in reality, a step toward their own collapse. Consider a modern-day story that reflects this truth. A highly ambitious executive at a prestigious company once plotted to ruin a colleague's career, spreading false rumors and sabotaging projects to climb the corporate ladder. For a while, it seemed like the plan worked. The colleague was sidelined, and the executive rose to a position of power. But what the executive didn't realize was that their lies had created a toxic workplace environment. And when the truth eventually surfaced, it was their downfall. Not only did they lose their job, but they also damaged their reputation irreparably, losing the respect of their peers and the career they had worked so hard to build. This story illustrates how manipulative actions can backfire, leaving the perpetrator to face consequences far greater than they anticipated. The same principle applies spiritually. God's justice doesn't just stop at exposing lies, it reclaims balance, ensuring that those who harm others face the weight of their actions. The lesson here is profound. Focusing on harming someone else only shifts you further from your own spiritual growth. Ask yourself, what seeds are you planting with your actions and intentions? Are they seeds of peace and compassion, or are they seeds of destruction and arrogance? This is a reminder that your energy should never be wasted on retaliation or fear, but channeled toward your own journey of spiritual awakening. Let this be your takeaway. Trust in God's timing and justice. The people who tried to break you will face the consequences of their actions, because spiritual debts are always paid in full. Keep your focus on growth, healing, and staying aligned with your higher purpose. By doing so, you not only protect yourself from their negativity, but also ensure that your own spiritual journey continues to thrive. In the end, the power of divine justice proves that no harm done to you can go unanswered, and no effort to grow spiritually will ever be wasted. Share your story or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. Number 6. God can snap strings they didn't know existed. Have you ever encountered people who thrive on their arrogance, control, and ego, believing they are untouchable? They behave as though they're the puppeteers of life, pulling strings to manipulate relationships, outcomes, and even the futures of others. But here's the truth they fail to recognize. Those strings they're so dependent on are not as secure as they think. Their entire foundation is fragile, propped up by deceit, manipulation, and the systems they've crafted to serve their ego. Yet what they don't see is that God, the ultimate authority, can intervene at any moment. And when he does, he doesn't need a courtroom, a lengthy debate, or even a warning. God can snap those strings in an instant, leaving them dangling in the very traps they set for others. Have you ever wondered what it looks like when their illusions unravel? Think about this. The power they cling to, their influence, and their sense of control are not as unshakable as they appear. Their power is built on connections that can fade, lies that can be exposed, and authority that can be stripped away without notice. God operates on a level far beyond human comprehension, and he doesn't play by their rules. As C.S. Lewis once said, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." And sometimes God changes their ending for them. The process is both subtle and devastating. At first, they may not even notice it happening. A key ally abandons them, a carefully crafted lie collapses, or a long-buried secret is suddenly revealed. By the time they realize the strings they've been pulling are fraying, it's too late. Their carefully constructed world begins to fall apart. God's intervention is not about theatrics or grand gestures. It's about precision. He doesn't just snap the visible strings, the ones they've knowingly manipulated. He cuts the ones they didn't even know existed. Their inner pride, their false sense of invincibility, and the illusion that they were ever truly in control are shattered. And when those hidden strings are severed, the impact is far more profound. They're not just left powerless, they're exposed. Every ounce of authority they believed they held is stripped away, leaving them vulnerable and face to face with the ultimate truth. They were never the ones holding the strings. The strings were holding them, and God was always the one in control. So, let me ask you, have you ever witnessed someone so consumed by their own power that they failed to see their downfall coming? It's a sobering reminder that spiritual wisdom teaches us humility and trust in divine timing. While they may have thought they could take your life, manipulate your path, or silence your truth, remember this: God's justice is swift and his power is unmatched. As Proverbs 16:18 tells us, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." When God intervenes, it's not just about breaking their power. It's about restoring balance, revealing truth, and reminding everyone who truly holds control. Can you feel the weight of that realization? The awareness that God's plan for your life is unstoppable, no matter who tries to stand in your way. Trust in that spiritual wisdom, because when God moves, nothing and no one can hinder his work. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. Number 7. They're chained by the consequences. They believed they could bind you, not with physical chains, but with the heavy links of betrayal, manipulation, and deceit. Every step they took to undermine your peace, every calculated word and action meant to trap you, was laced with arrogance and malice. They operated under the illusion that their power was supreme, that their plots were foolproof, and that their chains would forever hold you captive. But they forgot one crucial spiritual truth. The universe, guided by divine justice, always turns deceit back on the deceiver. The very chains they forged for you have wrapped tightly around their own wrists, dragging them into a pit of consequences they never anticipated. The walls they built to isolate you have now become their prison, leaving them unable to escape the burden of their own actions. Every lie they spun became a thread in the web that now ensnares them, and every effort to dismantle your strength has tightened the noose around their own neck. Their arrogance blinded them to a higher law, the spiritual law of cause and effect, where intentions fueled by malice will always return to their source. They underestimated the resilience of someone walking in alignment with divine purpose, someone like you, who has experienced a spiritual awakening that transcends their schemes. While they plotted your destruction, they unknowingly built their own downfall, brick by brick. Their manipulation didn't shatter you, it only exposed their fragility. Their weapons of deceit were always destined to turn inward, becoming the very tools of their undoing. The irony is profound. The trap they meticulously crafted to capture you has become the cell they now inhabit. They thought they held the power to dictate your destiny, but they didn't realize that the spiritual journey you've embraced has made you untouchable in ways they could never understand. The chains they attempted to fasten around you have not only broken, but rebounded with greater force, leaving them bound to the weight of their own selfishness and cruelty. It's as though their every move deepened the grave they dug, pulling them further into a cycle of consequences they cannot escape. And now, they sit in the midst of their own chaos, unable to sever the ties to the pain they caused. This is not just poetic justice. It is a lesson in the immutable truth of spiritual laws. Those who act out of malice will always reap what they sow. For you, this is a reminder that your strength lies not in revenge, but in your unshakable connection to divine grace. While their actions may have tested you, your resilience has been strengthened. You have risen above their schemes, not as a victim, but as a victor who understands that spiritual awakening transforms suffering into strength. Let their downfall be a powerful message. No chains of deceit, no web of manipulation can hold down a person whose life is anchored in divine purpose. Continue on your path with faith, knowing that those who seek to harm you cannot escape the consequences of their actions. Their prison is of their own making, but your freedom is a testament to the unbreakable power of truth and grace. Comment below, "I choose freedom," so we can connect on this amazing journey together. Number 8. Their victory was a mirage. Their triumph was never real. It was merely an illusion, a fleeting mirage in the vast desert of truth. They schemed, manipulated, and plotted, walking tall in the glow of their perceived success, believing they had outmaneuvered you at every turn. Their egos swelled with pride, and they mistook their temporary gains as proof of their superiority. But what they failed to see is that their so-called victory was built on fragile ground, a house of cards destined to collapse. God was never fooled by their shallow victories. He watched silently, allowing them to revel in their momentary highs, not out of indifference, but as part of his greater plan. While they celebrated, confident in their illusions, God was already setting the stage for a reckoning that only he could deliver. In the same way a storm reveals the weaknesses in a foundation, the truth will always expose deception. Their success, built on lies and manipulation, was like a sandcastle at the edge of the sea, beautiful for a moment, but helpless against the tide. God's justice doesn't arrive with haste or drama. It unfolds with quiet inevitability, ensuring the lessons sink deep. What they believed to be power and invincibility was nothing more than the prelude to their downfall. They felt untouchable, but God's truth cannot be avoided, bargained with, or bent to fit personal agendas. It stands as an unshakable force, one that brings clarity and correction in its time. Think about modern life. How often do we see people flaunting success that's hollow at its core? Consider the story of a colleague who cut corners, lied about their achievements, and climbed the ladder quickly, only to be exposed when their foundation of deceit couldn't support the weight of reality. Their downfall wasn't immediate, but it was certain. In those moments it becomes clear that while people may fool others and even themselves, they cannot fool God. Spirituality teaches us to trust in divine timing and justice, even when we can't see it immediately. It's a call to remain steadfast, to hold on to faith, and to avoid lowering ourselves to the tactics of those who act without integrity. So, let me ask you this. When faced with injustice or betrayal, do you allow yourself to become bitter, or do you trust in God's plan? Do you believe in the quiet, inevitable power of spiritual growth to overcome the temporary victories of those who operate in deceit? These are not easy questions, but they invite reflection and a deeper understanding of our journey. The truth is, God doesn't need to rush justice, because His justice is eternal and perfect. In the end, their so-called victory will be remembered for what it truly was: a mirage, a fleeting deception that left them hollow and broken when the truth emerged. For you, the lesson is clear. Remain rooted in truth and faith, for God's foundation is the only one that stands unshaken. Trust in His timing, grow spiritually through your trials, and know that no matter how dark the night, the dawn of truth is always near. What may feel like a loss today is often just a step toward a greater victory, orchestrated by the one who sees all and judges rightly. Let this inspire you to rise above, anchored in the knowledge that God's truth and justice are unyielding and always prevail. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. Number 9. The public falls from a private plot. When people conspire against you in the dark, thinking they can hide their intentions and escape accountability, they often underestimate the power of divine justice. What they plot in secrecy, God reveals in clarity, and their private schemes become public spectacles of failure. Think about this. How often do we see those who act with arrogance and deceit meet their downfall in a way that everyone can witness? It's no coincidence. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Luke 8:17. Their plans, so carefully crafted in the shadows, are dismantled in the light of truth, and their fall is anything but quiet. It's an earth-shaking revelation for all to see. They thought their manipulations were unshakable, that their lies would remain untouchable. But spiritual wisdom teaches us that God's justice is not bound by human schemes. His timing is perfect, and when He moves, it's undeniable. Imagine the scene. What they built on lies and deception crumbles in front of the very people they sought to fool. Their carefully curated image, their reputation, their influence, all of it is stripped away, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. Do you see how divine intervention works here? God doesn't just expose the action, He unveils the intention, ensuring that the lesson resonates not only with them, but with everyone watching. And when their fall comes, it's not in the quiet privacy they would prefer, but in the blazing light of public scrutiny. Now let me ask you this. How many times have you seen someone's harmful actions eventually catch up with them? Doesn't it remind you of the law of cause and effect? That what we sow, we eventually reap? They couldn't take your life no matter how hard they tried, because God's protection over you is greater than their schemes. But think about this. It's not just about you. It's about the spiritual wisdom of understanding that God fights your battles in ways you cannot imagine. While they sought to harm you, they only harmed themselves. What they intended as a weapon to bring you down has become their downfall. Their arrogance blinded them, and they failed to see that no one escapes the justice of a righteous God. Their attempts to salvage what remains only make things worse, and every move they make digs them deeper into the pit they created for you. It's like Proverbs 26:27 says, "Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them." God ensures that their actions carry consequences, and these consequences unfold on a stage where the whole world can see. Their downfall isn't just a lesson for them. It's a testament to everyone watching what happens when you try to undermine someone protected by divine grace. How does it feel to know that God not only sees, but acts on your behalf? This is spiritual wisdom in action, trusting that you don't need to fight battles in the flesh, because God's justice is far greater than anything you could achieve on your own. When their schemes fall apart and their lies are revealed, you realize that their greatest mistake was thinking they could outmaneuver divine truth. And so, as their plans unravel, you are reminded to stand firm, keep your faith, and know that God's light always triumphs over darkness. Their loud fall is a reminder that in the end, truth wins and justice is served, not in whispers, but in resounding clarity. And if you feel inspired by this message, type "I trust the process" as a way to affirm your strength, patience, and commitment to growth. Let's grow together. Number 10. Their sentence starts with silence. The journey to their downfall didn't start when the gavel fell or the cuffs snapped around their wrists. It began much earlier, in the quiet moments when their schemes began to crumble under the weight of their own intentions. That silence, the eerie absence of triumph, becomes deafening. It's the kind of silence that doesn't offer peace, but instead amplifies failure, echoing with the truth they've tried so desperately to avoid. They thought they had the power to break you, but every calculated move against you led them nowhere. The imagined applause never came, and instead, they are left to sit in the void they created, staring into the emptiness of their own failure. This silence isn't just stillness. It's a spiritual awakening of sorts, though not the kind that brings light. It forces them to confront a reality they can no longer escape. They lost, and their loss wasn't just about failing to destroy you, it was about destroying themselves. In that profound stillness, the weight of divine justice starts to unfold. The silence becomes a mirror, reflecting back their own guilt, their own emptiness, and their own lack of control. They are forced to face the uncomfortable truth. You are spiritually protected, shielded by a force they can't comprehend or manipulate. This isn't about you retaliating or seeking vengeance. It's about the spiritual laws that govern all things, showing them that the energy they poured into harming you has boomeranged back with a force they weren't prepared to handle. Their conscience becomes their jailer, replaying every scheme, every lie, every act of cruelty in relentless loops. No external punishment can compare to the inescapable noise of their own thoughts screaming, "You couldn't take them down." This silence is not the end of their journey. It is merely the beginning of a spiritual reckoning. While the world may take time to catch up and see their eventual fall, their true sentence starts here, in the quiet agony of knowing that no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't overpower the divine light within you. They thought they could control the game, but the game was never theirs to play. As the noise of their ambition fades, they come face to face with the undeniable. They are not in control. In modern life, where so many chase power, wealth, or influence at any cost, this is a lesson for us all. Those who attempt to climb by tearing others down ultimately find that their ascent is a hollow one, and their empire of lies is built on sand. For those of you who've been wronged, know this silence, when guided by spiritual wisdom, is louder than any accusation. Let your energy and your faith speak for you. You don't need to fight every battle. Sometimes, simply standing in your truth is enough. Let them battle their own conscience while you rise above, growing stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine purpose. The spiritual awakening they face is a harsh one, but for you, it's a moment of peace, a reminder that divine justice is always working, even in ways you can't yet see. Their silence becomes your vindication, and their downfall is a testament to the power of faith and resilience. So keep walking your path, knowing that what is meant for you will never be taken, and those who tried to harm you will be left to wrestle with their own darkness. In the end, the silence will tell the story better than words ever could. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. Number 11. Their end is as loud as their intentions. The noise of their intentions was deafening, bold, brash, and unapologetic. They moved through life with an air of dominance, seeking to manipulate and destroy without fear of consequence. Their actions were calculated, their cruelty undeniable, and they left a wake of chaos wherever they went. But here's the truth. No matter how loud their intentions, no matter how deeply they tried to root their schemes, God's justice is always louder. It isn't rushed, it isn't chaotic, but it is deliberate and undeniable. And when it arrives, it will shake the very foundation of their arrogance. It won't come as a whisper or a hidden event in the shadows. It will be a reckoning, a public unveiling of every misdeed and every lie, exposing the truth for all to see. Think about the lives of those who misuse power in modern society. Perhaps a corporate leader who exploits workers, or someone in a position of trust who abuses it for personal gain. For a while, it might seem as though they're invincible, that their deceit and manipulation allow them to prosper without consequence. But history and spirituality remind us otherwise. Consider the tale of a high-powered executive who embezzled funds, hurting countless families in the process. For years, they seemed untouchable, shielded by their wealth and influence. Yet, when justice came, it was swift and undeniable, stripping away their illusions of control and leaving them to face the repercussions of their actions. In the end, they couldn't take from others without consequences, and the same power they wielded to harm became the very force that led to their downfall. God's justice is not confined by human timelines or limitations. When it moves with precision. Those who believe they can escape accountability by manipulating people, systems, or even their narrative forget that the truth cannot be silenced. Their schemes, no matter how elaborate, will collapse under the weight of divine justice. Spirituality teaches us that every action carries energy, and the energy they poured into chaos and destruction will return to them, multiplied. Their downfall will reflect the magnitude of their misdeeds, and the same volume with which they carried out their intentions will echo in their undoing. So what about you? Have you ever witnessed someone who seemed to live without regard for others, only to face a moment when everything came crashing down? What lessons did you take from their story? These moments serve as reminders that spiritual growth is not just about seeking peace, but also about trusting that justice will come in its own time. They remind us to act with integrity, even when no one is watching, because God's timing sees beyond the surface. Justice is not ours to deliver, and vengeance is not ours to seek. Trust the process of divine timing and know that those who sought to harm you, dominate you, or break you will face the consequences of their choices. Use this understanding to focus on your own spiritual growth and energy, pouring your efforts into becoming stronger, kinder, and more aligned with your higher purpose. Let their noise be a testament to the emptiness of their path, while you walk boldly toward the peace and purpose that only comes with living a life of integrity and faith. God's justice is loud, profound, and undeniable, and when it speaks, it leaves no room for doubt. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. Number 12. God doesn't play symmetry. God doesn't play with symmetry, and His justice is unlike anything we can imagine. When someone comes into your life to harm you, whether they try to take your peace, your purpose, or even your very life, God doesn't respond with a simple eye for an eye. Instead, His justice is layered with spiritual wisdom, grounded in truth, and aimed at restoring what was broken in a way that far surpasses human understanding. They may have thought their actions would be the final chapter in your story, but God saw it as merely the prologue to a greater testimony. He never allowed you to lose what was truly yours because, in His divine plan, it was never theirs to take in the first place. Now, think about this. While you've been on your knees praying, rebuilding your life and becoming stronger, their world has slowly started to crumble. The thing about God's justice is that it doesn't operate on human terms. It's not about getting even. It's about uncovering the truth and making sure everything is set right. The cruelty they dealt you came from a place of emptiness, but God, in His infinite power, turns that very emptiness into their downfall. The tools they used against you, the lies, manipulation, and control, will become the very things that destroy their false foundation. And yet, God doesn't just stop at protecting you. His justice elevates you, positioning you above the storm they tried to drown you in. Remember these words from Martin Luther King Jr. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. What does that mean for you? It means that even if the process seems slow, divine justice is inevitable. God isn't interested in quick fixes or surface-level solutions. His plan is about ultimate restoration, not only of what you lost, but of who you are. While they might lose their pride, their power, and everything they thought made them untouchable, you'll rise higher, not because you sought revenge, but because God's hand is on your life. So let me ask you, have you ever noticed how those who try to harm others are often consumed by their own actions? How their lives slowly unravel, not because of anything you've done, but because divine justice doesn't miss a thing. This isn't about wishing ill on anyone. It's about trusting God to handle what you cannot. His justice dismantles every lie and falsehood, leaving nothing but the truth in its place. God's justice is not a mirror reflecting their cruelty. It's a force that redefines the balance. It goes beyond what the human mind can grasp, turning their attempts to break you into stepping stones for your growth. As the Bible says in Romans 20:19, "Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, 'It is mine to avenge, I will repay,' says the Lord." That's not just a promise, it's a reminder of His power. Trust in His process. The truth always comes to light, and His justice ensures that those who act in darkness will eventually face the consequences of their deeds. Meanwhile, you will continue to grow, heal, and rise into the purpose He's destined for you. And that, my friend, is the ultimate victory. In conclusion, remember that your journey has been one of resilience and divine purpose. While their attempts to harm you may have been relentless, they pale in comparison to the power of God's protection over your life. Their plans are temporary and fragile, but your calling is eternal and unshakable. Every battle you faced has prepared you to walk a path of strength, truth, and victory. Trust that God's justice is already at work, unraveling lies and breaking chains in ways they can't comprehend. Now, it's your turn to share. How has your faith carried you through moments of adversity? Let us know in the comments and inspire others with your story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more guidance on your spiritual journey. Together, let's continue to rise and walk boldly in truth and purpose. God bless you. Money flows effortlessly when you vibrate to this frequency, spiritual wisdom. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Buddha, welcome to Spiritual Wisdom. Today we're diving into a powerful truth. Money flows effortlessly when you align with the right frequency. Have you ever felt like you're working harder than ever, but financial success still feels out of reach? The secret lies not just in effort, but in the energy you project. In this video, we'll uncover how shifting your vibration can transform your relationship with money. So, take a moment to reflect. How do you currently view money? Is it something that flows easily, or a source of struggle? Comment below and share your thoughts on how you plan to elevate your financial vibration. Let's journey together towards attracting effortless wealth. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more transformative insights. Reframing your mindset around money begins with recognizing that money is a form of energy, reacting to the vibrations you send out. If you find yourself in a pattern where working harder doesn't lead to increased wealth, it's time to elevate your frequency to align with abundance. This video will guide you in applying universal principles in practical ways to attract financial success. Your thoughts and emotions determine your vibrational frequency. Negative emotions push money away, while gratitude and self-assurance draw it in. By shifting limiting beliefs about wealth, taking action with the expectation of financial success, and cultivating a nurturing environment, you'll begin to resonate with abundance, allowing money to flow easily into your life. Embrace higher vibrations and watch as wealth effortlessly follows. To truly invite financial abundance into your life, it's crucial to recognize that your energetic vibration, shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, plays a direct role in shaping your financial experiences. Your internal dialogue about money is the foundation upon which your wealth is built. When you foster a positive, healthy mindset around money, you naturally elevate your vibration to align with the frequency of financial prosperity, making it easier for wealth and opportunities to flow your way. Attracting abundance isn't solely about working harder or hustling. It's about tuning your inner state to resonate with wealth and success. One key aspect of this shift is transforming limiting beliefs, such as, "I can't afford that," into empowering affirmations like, "I have the ability to create wealth." By consciously replacing negative thoughts with statements of possibility and capability, you begin to attract new financial opportunities into your life. Remember, your thoughts create your reality, and a mindset rooted in abundance is essential for creating a life of financial freedom. Gratitude also plays a pivotal role in this process. When you express genuine appreciation for what you already possess, no matter how big or small, you naturally raise your vibration. This act of gratitude sends a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive even more blessings. Additionally, surrounding yourself with people, environments, and media that support your positive view of money will help you maintain this elevated vibrational state, which is vital for sustaining the flow of prosperity. In a world where negativity can easily infiltrate our thoughts, it is more important than ever to consciously focus on elevating your mindset around wealth. By integrating daily practices like meditation, positive affirmations, visualization, and mindfulness, you can rewire your mind to operate in harmony with the energy of abundance. Keep in mind that the energy you emit is the energy you attract. When you consistently focus on cultivating a high vibration, money and opportunities will naturally gravitate towards you. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment below with "Abundance awaits" to affirm your commitment to financial growth. And if you have a different perspective or thoughts to share, feel free to join the conversation. Together, let's elevate our collective financial vibration and create lives filled with prosperity and joy. Money is far more than just a tangible asset. It is a dynamic form of energy that mirrors your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. To attract financial abundance into your life, the secret lies in aligning your energy with the vibration of prosperity. During a spiritual awakening, you become aware of the profound power of your mindset. If you hold the belief that money is scarce, difficult to attain, and only accessible through struggle, that is the energy you radiate, and it can create energetic blockages that prevent the flow of wealth. However, when you consciously shift your mindset to one of abundance, believing that wealth is infinite and accessible, you elevate your vibrational frequency, allowing money to circulate more freely into your experience. To begin harmonizing your energy with the frequency of financial abundance, it's essential to first foster a positive and open mindset. Start by setting clear, intentional, and specific financial goals. Take time to reflect on your current beliefs around money. Are these beliefs helping you or holding you back? Transform your actions to align with a confidence in abundance, rather than acting out of fear or a mindset of scarcity. When you consistently vibrate at the frequency of abundance, the universe will naturally respond by ushering wealth into your life in unexpected and profound ways. If this resonates with you, take a moment to affirm your intention to align with the energy of prosperity by commenting "abundance" below. Together, we can continue this transformational journey, inviting financial prosperity and abundance into every corner of our lives. Let's dive deeper into how your mindset about money directly impacts your financial success. For many, money is viewed as something elusive, difficult to earn, and constantly in short supply. This way of thinking creates a scarcity mindset, which operates at a lower energetic vibration, inevitably drawing more lack and limitation into their lives. But what if this perspective could shift? Imagine seeing money as not only abundant, but also readily available to you. By adopting this belief, you begin to align with a higher frequency, one that naturally attracts prosperity. Albert Einstein famously said, "Align with the frequency of the reality you desire, and you cannot help but achieve it." This powerful truth applies to money as well. When you shift your energy to vibrate at the frequency of abundance, you signal to the universe that you are open to receiving wealth, opportunities, and resources. It's not just about adopting a positive attitude. It's about genuinely believing that money will flow into your life with ease and grace. So, take a moment to reflect on your current thoughts around money. Are they dominated by fear, anxiety, or a sense of never having enough? Or do you hold the belief that money is plentiful and that you are deserving of financial success? By making a conscious decision to transform your mindset, affirming that wealth is easily accessible to you, and regularly visualizing yourself thriving financially, you'll begin to raise your vibrational frequency. And it's at this elevated frequency that abundance becomes a natural part of your reality. If this message resonates with you and you feel inspired to rethink your relationship with money, we invite you to comment below with "I attract wealth." Your engagement not only empowers you, but also helps us craft content that supports your journey toward greater financial abundance and success. One of the most significant barriers to achieving financial abundance lies in the limiting beliefs we've developed around money, often formed through past experiences or societal norms. Perhaps you've been conditioned to think that money is scarce, or that financial security can only come through relentless hard work. These beliefs, though deeply ingrained, are not permanent. As Tony Robbins wisely states, the only thing standing between you and what you desire is the story you keep repeating to yourself. So, ask yourself, what narrative have you been telling yourself about money? To truly manifest financial prosperity, the first step is to recognize and challenge those restrictive beliefs, then consciously replace them with thoughts that empower you. Take a moment to reflect on times when money has come to you effortlessly. If such instances feel few and far between, begin visualizing what it would be like to live in a constant state of financial abundance. Gratitude plays a pivotal role in this transformation. When you focus on the blessings you already have, you shift your energy from a mindset of scarcity to one of prosperity. As Eckhart Tolle beautifully reminds us, acknowledging the good that is already in your life is the foundation for all abundance. It's equally important to surround yourself with environments and people that reinforce a wealth-positive mindset. Immerse yourself in spaces where abundance is celebrated, and take inspired, decisive action when opportunities arise. Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen." Understand that money is not an end goal, but rather a tool to help you realize your deeper aspirations. When you shift your focus from the pursuit of money to the freedom, opportunities, and joy it can create, you'll find that wealth flows to you more effortlessly. Jim Rohn wisely noted, "Success is not something you chase. It is something you attract by becoming the person you were meant to be." So, what energy are you projecting into the universe today? If you've already begun to challenge your limiting beliefs about money and experienced a shift in your financial reality, share your story in the comments to inspire others. And if you're just beginning this journey, comment with, "I'm ready to change," and let's embark on this path of transformation together. It's time to rewrite your money story and open yourself to the abundance you truly deserve. In today's rapidly evolving world, many of us find ourselves relentlessly pursuing greater financial success, chasing more wealth, more achievements, with the belief that sheer hard work is the only key to prosperity. While effort and dedication are important, true financial abundance stems from something far deeper: the cultivation of an abundance mindset, which is rooted in spiritual principles. Instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your attention to what you already possess, and express sincere gratitude for those blessings. This simple yet profound act of gratitude elevates your emotional state, aligning you with the positive energy of wealth and prosperity. When you adopt this mindset, transitioning from one of scarcity to one of abundance, you naturally begin to attract financial opportunities. It becomes less about effort and more about the ease with which wealth flows into your life. By regularly practicing gratitude, you train your mind to recognize the opportunities that once seemed invisible, and as a result, money starts to come to you more freely. It's not just about working harder, it's about shifting your energy to match the vibration of financial prosperity. Spiritual teachings remind us that we are all part of a universal energy that connects everything. When you consciously tune into this energy with an abundant mindset, You tap into an infinite well of potential that can transform your financial reality. Gratitude is more than just a pleasant emotion. It's a powerful tool that raises your energetic frequency, drawing wealth and opportunities toward you. Begin by acknowledging the small blessings in your life, and you'll soon notice that your mindset begins to shift. As this transformation takes place, your external world will reflect it. Financial stress will diminish, and money will start flowing into your life with greater ease and consistency. Are you ready to make this powerful mindset shift and unlock the door to true financial abundance? If you are, I invite you to take the first step by affirming your commitment. Comment below with "I embrace abundance" and declare your readiness to embark on this transformative journey. Together, we'll cultivate a life where wealth is attracted effortlessly and prosperity becomes your natural state. Financial success goes beyond just accumulating material wealth. It's about tuning into the energy where money flows effortlessly. This requires aligning your mindset, emotions, and beliefs with abundance, a concept supported by both scientific and psychological principles. The energy of your thoughts directly influences your reality. By focusing on positive intentions and setting clear financial goals, you begin to vibrate at a frequency that naturally attracts wealth. The key is to release any limiting beliefs that suggest money is scarce or difficult to come by. Instead, embrace the belief that wealth is abundant and available to anyone open to receiving it. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that hard work alone leads to financial success. However, when your thoughts, goals, and actions resonate with the frequency of abundance, money flows with greater ease. Start by setting clear financial goals. Visualize them every day, and truly feel the emotions that come with achieving them. This emotional alignment is essential in transforming your desires into reality. Remember, financial success is not just about working harder, it's about aligning your energy and mindset with abundance. Are you ready to embrace a mindset where wealth flows naturally into your life? Leave a comment below this video with the words, "I am ready to receive abundance." The foundation of financial success lies in transforming your beliefs about money from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. Many of us have been taught to see money as something scarce, which creates obstacles in attracting wealth. However, money is simply energy, and it responds to the vibrations you project. When you resonate with fear and scarcity, money tends to elude you. But when you align with confidence and abundance, it flows into your life effortlessly. To change your frequency, begin by reflecting on your current beliefs about money. If you see it as something difficult to come by, you're likely inviting financial struggles. Instead, embrace the notion that money is a tool for expansion and opportunity. This mental shift is a form of spiritual awakening, where you actively choose to align with abundance. Take Theyre, for example, a graphic designer who struggled financially despite her hard work. When she shifted her mindset and started viewing money as abundant energy, her financial situation dramatically improved. She began attracting higher-paying clients and new opportunities, all because her energy was vibrating at a higher level. So, ask yourself, what is your perspective on money? Do you view it as something limited or as energy that can easily flow into your life? By changing your mindset and resonating with abundance, you can completely transform your financial circumstances. Remember, money flows easily when you're in alignment with the right energy. If you realize that your current mindset has been shaped by scarcity, it's time for a change. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you see money as limited or abundant? Type scarce if you feel it's limited, abundant if you believe it's plentiful, or shifting if you're in the process of changing your mindset. Let's spark the conversation and begin attracting the wealth you truly deserve. Cultivating a positive financial vibration begins with the power of visualization. Imagine yourself living the financial life you've always dreamed of, free from debt, financially secure, and abundant. This practice helps your mind start believing in the possibility of achieving your goals. The next step is to shift the way you speak about money. Use positive, grateful language and see money as a tool that empowers you rather than a source of worry. Setting well-defined, specific financial goals also plays a crucial role. When you're clear on what you want, you're sending a direct message to the universe to help manifest it into your life. Take, for instance, the story of Theyre. By shifting her mindset and approach to money, she transformed her financial situation. She visualized her goals, spoke about money with positivity, and established clear milestones. In just 3 years, she fulfilled her dream of becoming a homeowner. The lesson? A spiritual awakening involves recognizing your ability to attract financial abundance by aligning your energy with the vibration of wealth. If this message resonates with you, comment, "I am ready for abundance" below to affirm your commitment to aligning your vibration with financial prosperity. Let's move forward on this path together, embracing our inner power to attract the wealth and stability we deserve. Establishing clear financial objectives is vital. These objectives serve as a guiding path, transforming your dreams into tangible milestones. Without them, your visualization lacks focus and direction. As Tony Robbins wisely put it, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So, what financial objectives are you setting today? Ensure they are specific, quantifiable, and aligned deeply with your desires. Patience and perseverance are key throughout this journey. Manifestation doesn't happen overnight. It demands consistent action and steadfast belief. Picture it like nurturing a tree. You plant the seed, care for it, and patiently wait for it to bear fruit. Calvin Coolidge once said, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence." Your energy matters as well. Are you operating at a frequency of abundance or scarcity? Gratitude amplifies your vibration and brings more wealth into your life. As Albert Einstein noted, match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. So, attune yourself to the energy of abundance, define your goals, visualize them, and trust the universe to handle the rest. Wealth is poised to flow into your life effortlessly. Are you ready to embrace it? If so, comment below, "I set my goals," to affirm your commitment to this transformative journey of abundance and manifestation. Let's synchronize our energies with wealth and witness the magic unfold. To genuinely invite abundance into your life, having a positive mindset alone isn't sufficient. You also need practical financial skills. Spiritual awakening reveals that money, like any form of energy, flows smoothly when we are in tune with the right frequency. But this optimistic mindset must be coupled with financial knowledge, such as understanding how to budget, save, invest, and handle debt. Imagine someone who practices positive affirmations daily, but faces financial difficulties because they lack the know-how to manage their resources effectively. When they combine positive thinking with financial literacy, they start to experience tangible, long-lasting results. The takeaway is clear: spiritual growth and practical financial skills must work together. By gaining financial education, you not only open yourself up to receiving abundance, but also create the ideal conditions for money to flow effortlessly into your life. Remember, true wealth lies in both attracting it and managing it wisely. As we dive into the powerful vibrations that draw financial abundance, let's reaffirm our dedication to aligning with the frequency of wealth. Your presence here signifies your commitment to transforming your financial reality. Comment below, I am ready to align with abundance as a declaration of your devotion to this journey. Now, let's continue to uplift our mindset and invite the effortless flow of wealth into our lives. As we come to the end of this video, I hope you feel empowered to take action and align your energy with the frequency of abundance. Remember, money is energy, and by raising your vibration through positive thoughts, gratitude, and self-belief, you open the doors to financial flow. It's not just about working harder, it's about working with the universe, vibrating at a frequency where money naturally gravitates toward you. Now, I encourage you to apply these principles daily, whether it's through affirmations, visualization, or simply shifting your mindset. The power is in your hands. How do you plan to elevate your financial vibration? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this journey together. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more transformative insights from spiritual wisdom. Remember, abundance is waiting for you. Are you ready to receive it? Chosen ones, they did you dirty, but then tried to play victim. God saw everything. Spiritual awakening, spiritual wisdom. No lie can live forever. Thomas Carlyle. Welcome to Spiritual Wisdom, where today we confront a painful reality many of you have faced: betrayal disguised by victimhood. Chosen ones, when people hurt you deeply and then manipulate the truth to make themselves appear blameless, it can shake your spirit to its core. But take heart and know that God sees every lie, every twisted narrative, and every attempt to cast a shadow on your light. You are not alone, and divine justice is already in motion. Have you ever experienced betrayal in this way? Share your story in the comments, and let's support each other on this powerful journey to healing and truth. Together, we rise. Betrayal cuts deeper than most wounds, because it often comes from the very people we opened our hearts to, the ones we believed had our back. When trust is shattered, and those who wronged us flip the script to paint themselves as victims, it's a disorienting blow to the soul. Such moments can make us question everything, but hold steady, know this: God sees all. Every veiled lie, every underhanded plot, and every ounce of deceit does not go unnoticed. Even when justice seems distant, divine balance is constantly at work. The universe has a way of aligning things to expose hidden truths and deliver retribution precisely when it serves your highest good. As a chosen one, your spirit shines brightly, and that light can be blinding to those trapped in their own darkness. Their attempts to tarnish you or bring you down say far more about their unhealed wounds than about your worth. They may lash out, driven by envy or insecurity, but remember, their betrayal is not a reflection of your value. It is a projection of their pain. Hold on to this awareness and let it free you from the shackles of self-doubt and guilt that their actions may have stirred. Not every act of betrayal deserves your energy. True power lies not in reacting to every attack, but in maintaining your peace and strength in the face of it. Those who try to slander or victimize themselves to cover their wrongs only entangle themselves deeper in webs of their own making. Rise above their games. Do not descend to their level. Trust that divine justice is already moving. Your unwavering strength and persistence are more powerful than any lie told about you. And those who seek to harm you will ultimately be bewildered by the resilience they cannot break. Divine timing is not on our schedule, but it is always perfect. Justice may not come when we expect it, but it will come when it's most transformative for your growth and healing. Sometimes, the greatest response to those who wrong us is silence, letting God and the universe reveal the truth in their own way and time. Keep walking your path with integrity and unwavering faith. Every deceitful thread spun around you will eventually come undone, revealing the true faces of those who plotted against you. You need not dirty your hands with exposure. Simply rise above it, focusing on your growth and the blessings on your horizon. Betrayal, as painful as it is often the fire that forges our inner strength, clarity, and wisdom. It reveals who is truly meant to stand by our side and who is only weighing us down. One day, you will look back with gratitude, not for the pain, but for the strength and discernment it cultivated within you. This trial is not meant to break you, but to elevate you into your fullest power. Trust that God's justice is precise and certain. Lift your head, keep moving forward in your truth, and remember that no force of darkness can dim the light meant to shine within you. If you're ready to rise above the pain, embrace your purpose and walk forward with grace. Declare it by commenting, "I rise in strength." Justice is on its way, and no shadow can eclipse the brilliance that is your soul's light. When betrayal strikes, especially for the chosen ones, it cuts deeply, often far beyond the immediate wound. This betrayal isn't just a simple act of deceit. It's a calculated attempt to dim your light and disrupt the connection you hold with your own spirit and those closest to you. Such betrayals can be orchestrated by those grappling with their own shadows, who instead of confronting their own flaws, seek to diminish the brilliance of others. Your light, a symbol of hope and resilience, can be blinding to those trapped in their own insecurities, leading them to darken it through manipulation and treachery. When betrayal stems from family or dear friends, it feels as if your very foundation is crumbling. These bonds are the essence of who you are. The people you've trusted to walk beside you now cut deep, leaving scars that alter your soul. In these dark moments, however, is an opportunity to discover who is truly meant to share your journey. Spirituality often shows us that betrayals can act as a cleansing force, removing those who are not aligned with your higher purpose. The pain is real, yes, but it carves out a path for deeper clarity, growth, and authenticity in your connections. In their attempts to avoid accountability, some will go to great lengths to twist reality, making themselves out to be victims of their own wrongdoings. This gaslighting can leave you questioning your own truth and your worth. But remember, what is hidden in darkness cannot escape the light. Divine justice, or karma, will always bring balance, ensuring no wrongdoing goes unnoticed. You do not need to seek vengeance. The energy they send out will find its way back to them in due time. As a chosen one, your light shines brightly, and that light draws both admiration and envy. Every wound inflicted is an opportunity for growth, strengthening your resilience and preparing you for a greater purpose. Could it be that these challenges are merely chiseling away your limitations, refining your soul for heights you never imagined? The power of gratitude can transform even the darkest of betrayals into wisdom. Holding on to resentment only poisons your spirit. True freedom lies in the ability to let go. This doesn't excuse the harm done. It liberates you from carrying its weight. Release the bitterness and find power in your healing. Allow yourself to grieve, but do not allow the pain to define you. Use it to fuel your ascent, focusing on the genuine love and support that surrounds you. When you do, new blessings and opportunities will unfold in your path. If these words strike a chord within your soul, affirm your understanding by saying, "I resonate." If this isn't quite your experience, feel free to share, "Not my story." Each challenge, each betrayal, shapes you and makes you stronger, revealing the power that was within you all along. Those who sought to bring you down operated with a cunning precision, crafting narratives and sowing seeds of doubt meant to overshadow your light. They spun webs of deceit, presenting themselves as victims to divert attention from their own darkness, while pointing fingers at you with stories skillfully twisted to paint you as the villain. Their manipulations ran deep, orchestrated to turn even those closest to you against you, leaving you feeling isolated and questioning your own reality. But in their desperate attempts to distort the truth, they fail to understand one profound certainty. Nothing escapes the divine eye. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, bore witness to every falsehood, every plot, and every insidious act. No mask they wore, no lie they told, could hide their true selves from a higher power watching over you. The loneliness they sought to inflict upon you was suffocating, a weight designed to break your spirit and silence your voice. Yet in this period of isolation, something remarkable happened. You were forced inward, where you uncovered a reservoir of strength and resilience far beyond anything they anticipated. As you grappled with your pain, you experienced an awakening that illuminated truths hidden not only about them, but also within yourself. You saw through the masks, recognizing their acts of desperation as reflections of their own insecurities and shadows. Your spiritual evolution heightened your senses and sharpened your discernment, empowering you to separate illusion from reality. They wanted you diminished, afraid of the brilliance you carried within. Their efforts to snuff out your light only kindled a greater fire within you. What they intended as your downfall became a path of growth, resilience, and empowerment. Every attempt to harm you became fuel for transformation, forging you stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the forces guiding your journey. Yes, their betrayal stung deeply, but it stripped away illusions and revealed the true nature of those meant to stand by your side. The pain they inflicted became a tool for your ascension. It honed your instincts, allowing you to discern who truly deserves a place in your life and who must be left behind. The setbacks they orchestrated were merely stepping stones for your elevation, preparing you for the divine purpose you are destined to fulfill. Their facade, once so convincing, begins to crumble, exposing the truth you have always known within. You stand now as a beacon of strength and integrity, unyielding in the face of their schemes. Know this: your journey was never about their betrayal. It was about your rise. Hold your head high and walk in the light you were meant to share. Trust your path and never allow their darkness to dim your radiance. Every scar you bear is a testament to your resilience, and every victory a reminder of your purpose. If this message resonates with your journey, take heart. Like, share, and uplift those who may need this reminder that strength and truth prevail. Your story matters, and together we create a brighter path forward. When you are called to walk a path illuminated by God, trials and tribulations are inevitable companions on your journey. They arise not because of your flaws, but because your purpose shines brightly in a world that sometimes shuns the light. There will be those who seek to dim your radiance out of jealousy or fear, who after casting stones cloak themselves in victimhood. Yet take heart in knowing that no action, good or ill, escapes God's watchful eyes. He has seen every moment you chose kindness when retaliation was expected, every instance you leaned into hope when despair beckoned. The hardships you endure are not crafted to break you. Rather, they are divine chisels, shaping you into a vessel capable of withstanding storms and channeling divine purpose. To be chosen is to stand out, even when the shadows around you whisper for you to fade away. Those who seek to tear you down reveal more about their internal struggles than about your own worth. Their actions expose the chaos within their own hearts, and while their attacks may sting, they are not about you. It is a battle with themselves. As the great Nelson Mandela once said, resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. By standing firm in love and grace, you show that no amount of envy, deceit, or betrayal can extinguish the divine light within you. Your strength is not just in surviving, but in thriving, despite the odds. Every trial carries within it a lesson, a sacred truth meant to guide you closer to your highest self. Reflect on what each obstacle has taught you about resilience, about letting go of burdens you no longer need to carry. Forgiveness is not for those who wronged you. It is for you, a release from the chains that bind you to past wounds. Seeking approval or revenge from those who betrayed you only keeps you anchored in their darkness. Instead, rise. Let your spirit soar. As Maya Angelou once proclaimed, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." Spiritual growth is rooted in energy and intention. The behavior of others reflects their own internal battles, not your worth. By responding with compassion instead of bitterness, you transcend their chaos and open the door for your own healing. Every betrayal can be alchemized into wisdom, every heartache transformed into a seed of growth. This metamorphosis turns your pain into a beacon of light for others, illuminating paths out of darkness that they may have never seen before. Your strength, forged in the fires of challenge, becomes an inspiring testament to resilience and hope. Never forget that God walks with you through every struggle. Each trial strengthens your spirit, aligning you closer with the blessings awaiting you. Validation does not come from this world. It resides within your spirit, already aware of your sacred path. As you continue to walk in faith, you will find your soul's tribe of people who lift you up, who reflect your light and purpose back to you. Trust in the divine timing of your journey. Release the weight of revenge and embrace peace. Each difficulty is a step on the path to your destiny. God sees your perseverance, and no weapon formed against you shall succeed. You were chosen for greatness. Let no shadow, no pain, and no enemy stop you from becoming who you are destined to be. When those you once trusted turn their backs on you, weaving twisted tales and spreading deceitful rumors to stain your name, the pain runs deep. These were people you believed stood beside you, the ones who promised loyalty. Yet, as you grew and embraced your light, their own insecurities and jealousy began to fester. Your progress, your rising glow, became too much for them to bear. And suddenly the people you held dear became adversaries, spinning lies, isolating you through gossip, and positioning themselves as the helpless victims. The hurt cuts even deeper because their betrayal leaves you questioning your own worth, doubting your reality. But know this with every ounce of your being. Every deceitful word whispered in the shadows, every act of betrayal wrapped in false smiles, none of it escaped the gaze of the higher power guiding your steps. Whatever force of divinity you hold dear has been by your side, witnessing every moment. This is not a coincidence or a pointless trial. It is a necessary chapter in your spiritual awakening. Those who wronged you are unwittingly serving as catalysts to sharpen your intuition, to show you who truly deserves your love, loyalty, and energy. They are forcing you to step back and discern the genuine from the false, the worthy from the unworthy. This is a time for rising, not for reacting. Let them play their games, distort their narratives, and dance around the lies they tell themselves. You are beyond the petty chatter and shallow drama. Stand strong in your truth and don't feel the need to defend yourself endlessly. Truth has a way of coming to light at the right moment. In stillness and strength, you communicate more powerfully than any retort or justification ever could. Use this betrayal to strengthen your resolve, to fuel your purpose, and to draw even deeper from your well of resilience. You are on a path that transcends their schemes, a journey crafted just for you that no one can derail or diminish. Know that those who truly see you, those whose hearts are aligned with truth, will recognize who you really are, beneath all the noise and lies. Ironically, those who sought to break you have instead tempered you into something unshakable, more aware, and fiercely authentic. Their actions are a stark reminder of what you will never become, a reflection of paths you refuse to tread. Move forward with grace and unwavering determination. Darkness may attempt to mask the light, but the light will always prevail. In time, everything hidden will be revealed. Trust this sacred moment of growth, honor your purpose, and stay steadfast on your journey. What is meant for you can never be stolen, twisted, or destroyed. If these words strike a chord with your soul, consider joining us. Let's walk this path together, learn from every challenge, and rise above with strength, clarity, and unbreakable grace. In times of betrayal, when those who have wronged us turn around and feign the role of the victim, it can pierce deep into the soul, leaving us feeling misunderstood and painfully alone. But let this truth take root in your heart. God's gaze is constant and unwavering. No deed, no harsh word, no hidden agenda escapes his sight. The injustice you endure does not go unnoticed, and neither does the strength you summon to endure it. During these times, when the weight of treachery seems unbearable, know that he draws you nearer, encircling you in a shield of divine love, comfort, and unmatched strength. What others design as traps to break you are often stepping stones, transforming your pain into profound revelations of your own power and resilience, all reaffirmed through God's unwavering grace. When betrayal strikes, it is a spiritual call to reflect and recalibrate. God does not permit such trials to dismantle your spirit, but to reveal the tempered steel within you. Just as gold is refined by fire, so too are you refined by these moments of challenge and hardship. C.S. Lewis once said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." Indeed, the trials meant to shatter you instead mold you into something greater than you were before, elevating your soul and awakening you to your true essence. Through betrayal, we are urged to confront our pain, allowing transformation to take root and re-emerge stronger and more aligned with our divine calling. While others may twist the narrative, seeking to rewrite history to cast themselves as the wounded party, rest assured that God's justice remains steadfast and incorruptible. He sees your endurance, your struggles, and the purity of your heart. Often, when certain individuals leave your life, it is by His hand, not to cause harm, but to make room for something greater and more aligned with your divine destiny. What seems like rejection is frequently redirection, a cosmic course correction guiding you to what you truly deserve. Reflect on those moments of despair and betrayal where faith acted as your guiding light. Recall the times spirituality pulled you from the depths of doubt and empowered you to stand taller, wiser, and more resilient than before. Every tear, every wound, and every whispered prayer has been seen and felt by God, woven into a destiny more magnificent than you can fathom. Embrace the chapters of heartbreak, for they are not mere tales of sorrow, but integral threads of your journey towards spiritual awakening and self-discovery. Trust that in His perfect plan, all your pain will become purposeful, a testament to your unbreakable spirit and boundless potential. When people turn their wrongdoings into a twisted narrative where they play the victim, it can cut deep, leaving wounds that feel raw and disorienting. This manipulation of truth might sway others or even serve as their own self-delusion. But take heart. God's sight is unclouded. Divine justice does not waver. Every lie, every mask, every crafted illusion falls away under the light of a higher power. Often these painful encounters arise when your spiritual light challenges the unresolved wounds or insecurities of those around you. Your growth may trigger their fear, their envy, or their attempts to drag you down, because your very presence highlights the shadows they would rather ignore. Rather than succumbing to the pain or drowning in the question, "Why me?" try shifting your focus. Ask, "What strength can I gain from this? What wisdom lies hidden within?" This approach transforms hardship into a catalyst for growth, shifting pain into purpose, and making every betrayal a stepping stone toward a stronger, wiser you. Obstacles become opportunities to sharpen your resilience and cultivate deeper self-awareness. Remember, it is not your task to unveil their deceit or engage in retaliation. Truth, in all its might, has a way of surfacing without your intervention. Stand firm in your authenticity. Shine brightly, even if your light unsettles those unable to face their own darkness. Establishing firm boundaries is not an act of revenge, but an assertion of self-respect. Boundaries are what preserve your inner peace and protect your path from further harm. In choosing growth, healing, and a relentless pursuit of love and light. Despite adversity, you embody a transformative energy, capable of not just changing your life, but influencing the lives of others. The truth will set you free, as the saying goes, free to detach from the chains of past hurts, free to ascend beyond the chaos, and free to embrace your destiny unburdened. Let every challenge mold you into your highest potential. With every obstacle, find strength in your faith. With every betrayal, cultivate the grace you wish to see in the world. You are not defined by how others choose to treat you, but by how you rise, how you heal, and how you continue moving toward your highest calling. When you stay true to yourself, when you let your light guide the way, you inspire others to follow. Together, let us grow, heal, and ascend on this transformative journey. Stay connected with spiritual wisdom. This is just the beginning of your awakening. Every challenge and betrayal you've endured was not a defeat, but a powerful transformation, shaping you into a force of resilience and divine light. The wounds inflicted by those who sought to harm you became marks of wisdom and sources of strength, teaching you lessons that no comfort or complacency could. While they schemed and twisted tales to cast themselves as victims, you rose above their deception, refusing to be ensnared by their manipulations. You didn't let their treachery define you. Instead, you transcended their pettiness, using their attempts to undermine you as stepping stones toward your higher purpose. Those who tried to diminish your worth underestimated your inner fire. You channeled every ounce of pain and betrayal into determination, using adversity as a catalyst for your spiritual evolution. Rather than succumbing to bitterness or being trapped in cycles of vengeance, you chose to elevate yourself, turning agony into spiritual strength and transforming setbacks into stepping stones on your journey to enlightenment. While they played their games and sought validation through lies and self-pity, you reclaimed your power, recognizing that your value was never tied to their opinions or deceit. The light you carry within you only grew brighter against their shadows, illuminating your path and inspiring others. Your strength wasn't born of rage or the need to prove your worth, but from the profound realization that you are the author of your destiny. Their betrayals only clarified your purpose, showing you what and who truly mattered. It wasn't their treachery that defined you, but your unwavering choice to grow, heal, and rise. You let compassion temper your strength, choosing to move forward with grace, even as you shed the weight of their toxicity. With each obstacle, you became more aligned with your true essence, unyielding, compassionate, and enlightened. No amount of deceit or negativity could extinguish your spirit. Their actions were but a fleeting storm, and you are the sun that continues to rise. Stand tall, embrace your journey, and remember that every scar tells a story of triumph, and every betrayal becomes a chapter in your journey toward greatness. You are unbreakable, and your spirit will forever be a beacon, guiding you and others toward a higher purpose. When someone betrays you, and then twists the narrative to portray themselves as the victim, it can cut deep and feel like a wound that refuses to heal. It's as though manipulation has claimed a false victory. But understand this. Their actions are a mirror reflecting their own insecurities and inner turmoil, not a testament to who you are. Deception may flourish in the short term, but it is like a shadow cast under fleeting light, unable to withstand the truth's enduring brilliance. Imagine truth as a seed, dormant beneath layers of darkness, waiting for the right moment to break through the soil and bask in the sunlight. Those who choose lies and trickery are sowing seeds that eventually return to them, wrapped in thorns of their own making. Meanwhile, you have the unique opportunity to learn, to transform pain into power, and to grow beyond the reach of their schemes. The higher force that watches over you, be it God, the universe, or divine wisdom, sees every slight and every act of malice. Your patience is not a signal of abandonment. It is a grace period, granting you time to heal, strengthen, and prepare to ascend even higher. The society we live in often rewards the superficial, the fast wins, and the loudest lies. Yet it is authenticity, unshakable strength, and a commitment to the truth that endure. While manipulative actions and hollow words may grant their wielders temporary satisfaction, your resilience and integrity become the anchors that hold you firm even amidst the fiercest storms. Do not allow yourself to be distracted by the false applause of those who thrive on surface-level perceptions. Instead, let your truth, forged by adversity and shaped by courage, shine brightly. Walking a path of light and honesty is not without challenges. It will test you, stretch you, and at times leave you questioning your resolve. But know that each struggle shapes you into a beacon of hope and wisdom for others. The truth will emerge without you having to force it or fight tooth and nail for validation. It will rise of its own accord, revealing the deception and leaving your integrity shining brightly. One day, you will stand with a heart unburdened and a spirit free, while those who tried to harm you are left entangled in the consequences of their choices. Trust in the universal justice that never sleeps. Believe that every moment of endurance you have shown and every spark of light within you is already a victory. So I ask you now, will you continue to stand firm in the light of your truth? If so, right below, I rise above. Together, we move forward. Together we become unstoppable. The light and strength within you will always triumph over any attempt to darken your spirit. When those who have betrayed you distort the story to cast themselves as the victim, it can feel like a piercing blow to the heart. They twist the narrative not out of innocence, but often from a refusal to confront their own actions, shifting the blame and casting shadows on the truth. This deceptive game is meant to confuse and draw sympathy from those who don't know the whole story, leaving you burdened with their lies while they seek validation for their facade. But remember, no matter how much they try to alter perceptions, the truth is a force that can't be silenced. It shines brighter than any falsehood. Through each trial, the spiritual path reveals these moments as sacred tests, refining your strength, sharpening your discernment, and inviting you to rise above. The noise of their illusions may cloud minds for a time, yet even the darkest deception cannot withstand the power of divine light. In a world where many look to tear others down, your strength lies in standing firm, honoring your truth, and allowing integrity to guide you. Divine justice is not only real, but unfaltering. There's no need to retaliate or lower yourself to their level, for your resilience and inner peace speak volumes without a single word. Hold fast to your authenticity and let it be a beacon, a testament that transcends petty grievances and shallow accusations. They may fool others temporarily, but their falsehoods will eventually shatter under the weight of their own lies. Trust in the unfolding of divine timing knows that what is hidden now will be revealed, and the truth will emerge unscathed. As you walk this path of light and inner clarity, remain grounded, for your peace and authenticity are unbreakable shields. Take solace in the understanding that the universe aligns itself with truth and justice, unveiling all things in perfect time. If these words resonate, if you feel that fire of resilience within, let your voice echo in solidarity. Type "Truth will rise" in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join this journey with us, where we honor faith, resilience, and the unstoppable power of truth. Let your spirit be a shining light in a world that needs your strength. No shadow can dim the brilliance of a heart anchored in truth. In life, it can be profoundly painful to witness those who have wronged you don the mask of victimhood. These individuals skillfully twist narratives, manipulate emotions, and weave tales designed to garner sympathy while evading accountability for their actions. This cunning game of role reversal can strike at the very core of your spirit, leaving you feeling unheard, isolated, and weighed down by the injustice of it all. But know this: there is no deception so cleverly constructed that it can escape the gaze of divine truth. Every betrayal, every falsified word, and every silent tear shed in your darkest moments is seen, known, and felt by a higher force. Spiritual justice operates beyond human comprehension. It moves in divine rhythm, revealing truths and righting wrongs in ways we cannot always predict. The journey of spiritual awakening and growth requires a rare form of resilience, one that goes beyond mere endurance. When faced with betrayal and deceit, the desire to strike back, expose lies, or force justice upon the situation can become all-consuming. But there is a greater power found in choosing a different path, surrendering the need for revenge and placing trust in the workings of a higher justice. This does not mean you accept wrongdoing or tolerate injustice. Rather, it is an act of deep wisdom and profound strength to place your burdens in the hands of the divine. The universe maintains a perfect balance, ensuring that every act of harm and every act of compassion carries with it inevitable consequences. When you rise above the bitterness and choose peace over vengeance, you protect your spirit and sever the chains that bind you to toxic patterns. Building resilience amid the heavy weight of injustice is one of life's greatest challenges. It is entirely natural to wish for immediate vindication, to see the scales of justice tipped in your favor without delay. Yet true power lies not in impatience, but in faith that divine timing never falters, and that every hidden injustice will one day be revealed and made right. Your pain, your struggles, and your quiet strength do not go unnoticed. Those who seek to harm you may celebrate their temporary victories, but they cannot escape the reckoning that awaits. Divine justice is both precise and transformative. It turns wounds into sources of strength, obstacles into opportunities for profound growth. Release yourself from the burden of resentment and choose to nourish your spirit instead. Do not allow anger to cloud your vision or diminish your purpose. Trust in a justice far greater than anything this world can offer, and walk forward with unshakable courage, grace, and faith. You are guided, protected, and seen, even when the darkness seems overwhelming. Remember, the light of truth cannot be hidden forever. It will illuminate every shadow, bringing healing and transformation. If these words speak to your heart, type "I trust in divine justice" in the comments below, and welcome the peace that comes with surrendering to a higher path. Have you ever found yourself standing in disbelief as those who wronged you rewrote the narrative, casting themselves as the victims? For those walking the sacred path of spiritual awakening, this betrayal stings deeply. It challenges the very core of our strength and our truth. Yet, such moments of darkness do not come without reason. They serve as sacred fires, refining and purifying our spirit, teaching us to stand unshaken in a sea of falsehoods and manipulation. It's an isolating experience when the truth is twisted and the weight of betrayal feels suffocating. But take heart, nothing escapes the gaze of the divine. Every whisper of deceit, every underhanded move, every unjust accusation, God sees it all. There is a comfort in knowing that justice, though not always immediate, is inevitable. The divine is ever present, working tirelessly behind the scenes to balance the scales of truth. As the great Nelson Mandela once said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." Indeed, it takes immense courage to hold on to your truth when others are determined to bury it. In these moments, we often find ourselves surrounded by unlikely heroes, individuals sent to lift us up when our knees threaten to buckle. Whether they appear as cherished friends, compassionate mentors, or even strangers with a word of kindness, they are no accident. These souls are guided by divine purpose, becoming beacons of hope and light, reminding us that we are never truly alone. They are the hands that pull us up, the words that soothe, and the light that guides us through the darkest nights. Betrayal, painful as it may be, carves away the illusions we cling to and reveals the resilient, unbreakable spirit within us. It is during these tests that we uncover our true allies and confront the strength that was waiting to be awakened. Reflect for a moment. When life has thrown you into despair, have you allowed the arms of support around you to lift you? Have you trusted their words of comfort to be a sign of divine intervention? The journey of the chosen is rarely a smooth one. It is marked by trials meant to awaken dormant power and illuminate our purpose. As the poet Rumi beautifully reminds us, the wound is the place where the light enters you. What may initially seem like suffering is often the doorway through which divine wisdom and strength flow in, casting away shadows and leading us forward with clarity and conviction. Remember, all masks eventually fall away. Those who seek to manipulate and harm will be exposed for who they truly are, for divine justice does not falter or forget. Walking a spiritual path means emerging on the other side stronger, more grounded, and more in tune with your purpose than ever before. Have you ever felt the sting of betrayal? Have you watched your truth be doubted? Know that you are not walking this road alone. Comment below if you have found strength in divine justice. Type, "I am stronger." If you are still searching for that light, type, "I am seeking." Together we can rise, transform, and grow through every storm. When you find yourself standing in the aftermath of betrayal, with those who wronged you twisting the narrative to claim innocence and victimhood, it can feel as though justice has abandoned you. But rest assured, there is no deception too intricate, no act of treachery too subtle that escapes divine awareness. God sees the truth of every hidden intention, every word spoken to deceive, and every calculated move made to harm a pure soul. What may appear as a period of silence is not a void, but a pause charged with sacred purpose. A gathering of energies that will be set in motion when the time is right. The scales of spiritual justice never fail to balance, even if their movements are unseen by human eyes. They work with a precision that transcends earthly law, weaving karma with threads of cosmic grace. It is natural to feel anger clawing at your spirit, to want the world to witness your pain and to demand accountability from those who play the role of the wounded. But true power comes not from striking back, nor from proving yourself to those who distort reality. It lies in your capacity to rise, to trust in the perfect timing of divine justice, and to transform the hurt inflicted upon you into profound strength. This isn't a call to endure pain passively, but to channel it into a force that elevates you. to walk a path of grace that turns wounds into wisdom and betrayal into unshakable resilience. Those who harm others may appear to flourish, but their choices set waves in motion, waves that will inevitably return to shore. The law of cause and effect is immutable, and your patience will be rewarded not by revenge, but by the peace of knowing that every act has its consequence. You are not defined by the wounds inflicted by others. Every trial, every injustice is a step in the alchemy of your transformation. You are being refined, honed, and guided toward a purpose far greater than any act of betrayal could tarnish. When the urge to seek revenge or demand recognition arises, remember that your true power lies in choosing a higher path, one rooted in strength, compassion, and purpose. Leave behind the need to tether yourself to those who seek to diminish you. You are not bound by their darkness. You are here to transcend it, to become resilient and luminous in ways they cannot fathom. Release the need for validation from those who cannot see your worth. Let their shadows be theirs to carry while you step into the light of your own becoming. In time, the echoes of every action will resound, and those who have done harm will meet the reverberations of their own choices. Stand firm in your light, transforming your pain into wisdom, your betrayal into compassion, and your trials into a higher calling is your greatest victory. Every silent moment is not a loss, but an invitation to deepen your connection with the divine, to cultivate a peace that no storm can shatter. If you feel this stirring within you, take a deep breath and release it. Declare your strength with the words, "I release," and in doing so, claim your power, your peace, and your unwavering belief in the flow of spiritual justice and growth. Together, let us walk in resilience, anchored by compassion, and strengthened by the certainty that the universe always brings balance to those who walk with integrity. Thank you for joining us on this journey today, chosen ones. As we've explored, betrayal and false narratives can cut deeply, but they do not have the power to diminish your true light. When others twist the truth to make themselves appear as victims, know that every act of deceit is seen by a force far greater than any earthly eyes. Your strength, resilience, and faith are the true responses to these challenges, elevating you beyond their reach. Trust that divine justice works in its perfect timing, revealing every hidden truth and bringing balance to every situation. Now, we would love to hear from you. Have you experienced betrayal in this way? Share your story below and let's support one another in rising above the pain. Remember, your light shines brightly. Never let anyone dim it. Stay connected, stay strong, and walk in your truth. Until next time on Spiritual Wisdom, keep rising. God's chosen ones, this is how you unlock your divine superpowers. Grateful to God's spiritual awakening. Spiritual wisdom. You are never given a dream without also being given the power to make it true. Richard Bach. Welcome, beloved chosen ones, to a transformative journey that goes beyond the surface. Today we're delving deep into the extraordinary truth of who you truly are, and how to unlock the divine superpowers embedded within your soul. You've likely felt it a pull, a knowing that there's greatness within you, a calling that cannot be ignored. But how do we awaken and harness these spiritual gifts and live a life aligned with our highest purpose? I invite you to join in by sharing your thoughts in the comments and declaring your readiness with 9999. Together, let's embrace the light within and support one another on this divine path. God's chosen ones, let's step into the full power of who we are meant to be. You possess an extraordinary divine essence, a spark granted by God that signifies your purpose is far greater than the mundane. From the beginning, you may have sensed that your existence holds deep meaning, that your journey was meant for something significant. Your connection to God is the source of this divine essence. It fuels your divine superpowers, gifts bestowed upon you to fulfill a unique mission on earth. For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Ephesians 2:10. This scripture serves as a powerful reminder that you are intricately designed, chosen for a specific path. To truly embrace and unlock your divine gifts, you must nurture an intimate relationship with God. This connection, cultivated through prayer, meditation, and acts of faith, awakens the power within you. The trials you endure are not mere tests. They are meant to fortify your spirit and refine your gifts. Consider the story of Moses, who, despite doubt and obstacles, led his people with divine strength. Like him, every challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your trust in God and magnify your spiritual power. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:2-3. Modern life often clouds your spiritual clarity, drowning out the whispers of divine guidance. This is why moments of stillness and reflection are crucial. Find time to connect with your inner self and seek God's wisdom. It is in the quiet moments of surrender that He often reveals His plans. When you allow God to guide you, distractions and fears lose their power over you, making room for strength and clarity to emerge. Your divine mission requires commitment, faith, and the courage to walk a path few dare to take. However, this journey is not solely about overcoming obstacles. It involves the profound work of healing and letting go of past wounds. Healing allows you to break free from limiting beliefs and empowers you to rise into your fullest potential. Surround yourself with a community that uplifts and challenges you, for as Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." The people you journey with will either elevate or hinder your progress, so choose wisely and seek those who reflect God's light and truth. Unlocking your divine superpowers also means using them to uplift others and spread God's love. It is not merely about personal gain or power. It is about serving a greater good and transforming the world around you. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, and every prayer is a testament to the power of God working through you. When you embody your divine purpose, you become a living testament of His love and glory. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. Shine brightly, and let your gifts inspire others to awaken their own spiritual potential. In embracing this path, remain humble, grateful, and unwavering in your commitment to God. Trust that every step you take is guided, that every gift you have been given serves a purpose far greater than you can comprehend. With your faith as your anchor and God as your guide, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Rise, chosen one, for you are called to be a vessel of light, a channel for divine power, and a source of transformation in this world. Keep your heart aligned with His will, and watch as miracles unfold in your life and the lives of those around you. Are you ready to awaken your divine essence and fulfill the mission God has prepared for you? If you're committed to deepening your connection with God, overcoming obstacles with faith, and using your gifts to serve and uplift others, comment below, "I embrace my divine calling," to show your dedication to this sacred journey. Let's rise together and shine His light in the world. These divine superpowers bestowed upon God's chosen ones are not of the physical world, nor do they cater to human pride or ego-driven goals. Instead, they are spiritual gifts designed to fulfill a higher purpose and lead you toward your divine calling. Heightened intuition, one of these gifts, serves as your inner compass. When you sense danger, see through falsehoods, or feel guided toward an opportunity. It is God speaking through your spirit, helping you navigate this world with clarity and truth. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This intuition is a light unto your path and a shield against deception. Healing is another profound gift granted to many of God's chosen ones. Healing may come through touch, prayer, words, or simply through your presence. When you listen with genuine empathy or offer comfort in times of sorrow, you are manifesting God's love. You are a vessel, allowing divine light to pass through you, mending broken spirits and renewing hope. This gift is not about grand displays, but about the quiet power to uplift others, reminding them that God's grace is always present. As it says in James 5:16, "The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective." The gift of discernment allows you to see the truth behind appearances. In a world full of illusions, you are called to separate what is of God from what is not. This discernment keeps you steadfast, ensuring that you are not swayed by deceit or worldly desires. It empowers you to make choices rooted in faith, even when faced with darkness. Hebrews 5:14 emphasizes, "But solid food is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil." By sharpening this gift, you become a guardian of truth, guiding others and protecting yourself from harm. Another remarkable gift is the power of manifestation, the ability to align your prayers, faith, and actions to bring about God's will. When rooted in humility, love, and service, this gift creates positive change. However, it must never be used for selfish gain. Your manifestations should reflect God's purpose, lifting others, transforming lives, and demonstrating faith in action. Remember that Matthew 17:20 tells us, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." Nothing will be impossible for you. Why have you been chosen to carry these gifts? God sees strength in you, even when you feel weak. He entrusts you with this mission because he knows you have the courage and resilience to bring his light into the world. Your gifts are sacred tools meant to serve, uplift, and transform. When the journey feels heavy, lean into prayer and the community of other chosen ones. God never intended for you to walk this path alone. Together, you will unlock even greater spiritual awakening and wisdom. God's chosen ones, your spiritual gifts are meant to fulfill a divine purpose: intuition to guide you, healing to uplift others, discernment to reveal truth, and manifestation to bring God's will to life. These sacred powers come with great responsibility and the call to serve with humility and love. Are you ready to walk this path, using your gifts as a vessel of God's grace? Comment below, "I am ready to fulfill my purpose." You have been uniquely called and set apart to fulfill a divine purpose, and your journey of unlocking your divine superpowers begins with understanding your spiritual identity in God. As the scripture says in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light." This powerful affirmation highlights your unique calling and sets you apart as spiritually anointed. You were not created to blend in or be ordinary. You are here to transform, bring light, and live out a purpose that glorifies God. What does it mean to you to be God's special possession? Reflecting on this truth, it is not a title, but a mission that God has placed within you. Your spiritual gifts, given by God, are intended to serve others and to fulfill his purpose. As it says in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10, Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. These gifts are not for self-gain, but to reflect God's love and grace. Ask yourself, how can you use your unique gifts today to uplift, heal, and inspire others around you? Whether it is offering a listening ear, sharing words of wisdom, or simply being a beacon of kindness, each act of service reflects the heart of true spirituality. Remember, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 20, verse 28, "The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." This selfless love is the essence of unlocking your divine power. Stepping into your divine superpowers requires faith and courage. Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done. You may doubt your ability, but know that God's strength is greater than your limitations." By deepening your relationship with Him through prayer, meditation, and seeking His will, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Have you ever felt God prompting you towards something that seemed beyond your ability? This is the Holy Spirit nudging you to walk in faith. When you take those first steps, God moves alongside you, amplifying your efforts and revealing the depth of your gifts. Challenges will come, and every chosen one faces their own trials. But be encouraged, and your greatest strength often arises in adversity. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." No experience is wasted. Every trial is a stepping stone that refines you. How have your past struggles shaped you? What lessons have prepared you to walk in your divine calling today? Reflect on how God has turned your hardships into growth, strengthening you for His purpose. To truly embrace your divine superpowers, you must let go of fear and self-doubt. Too often, we hold ourselves back by believing we are unworthy or incapable. But remember the words of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Step boldly into your calling, trusting in God's power to equip you for every good work. Release the fears that keep you small and lean into your faith. As you move forward, you will uncover new depths to your gifts and witness God's transformative power at work. Spirituality is not limited to grand gestures. It is reflected in daily moments of kindness, compassion, and truth. Whether you offer a smile, a word of encouragement, or simply listen with empathy, you are living out your calling. The world is in need of God's light, and you were chosen to bring it. Remember, as Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." Are you ready to unlock your divine superpowers and step fully into your God-given calling? If this message resonates with you, take a moment to reflect and embrace your purpose. Be sure to subscribe for more transformative insights on spiritual awakening and living out your divine mission. Together, let's walk in faith, serve with love, and shine God's light in every corner of the world. Obstacles to unlocking the divine gifts within us often come in the form of external conditioning, self-doubt, societal pressures, and deeply rooted fears. These barriers cloud our connection with God and hinder the full awakening of the spiritual gifts He has placed in each of us. The journey to overcome these obstacles calls for faith, a strong commitment to introspection, and a conscious effort to break free from limiting beliefs. As Romans 12 verse 2 reminds us, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This transformation isn't just about thinking differently. It's about realigning our hearts and minds to God's truth and letting go of the false identities the world has placed upon us. Self-doubt is one of the most challenging barriers because it's often disguised as caution or humility. But God has made it clear in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Embracing this truth means letting go of the doubts that keep us small and trusting that God has given us the strength to overcome. It means stepping forward in faith, even when we feel unprepared, knowing that His guidance is with us every step of the way. Societal pressures and external conditioning can be equally powerful obstacles, pushing us to conform to the world's standards rather than God's calling for us. We are conditioned to fit a mold, to follow paths that others have laid out, and this conditioning often disconnects us from the unique gifts God has given us. To unlock these gifts, we must have the courage to defy worldly expectations and embrace our true purpose. As Galatians 1 verse 10 asks, "Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ." In choosing to serve Christ, we choose to prioritize God's calling over societal expectations. Breaking free from these limitations requires constant faith and trust in God's plan, even when it feels like walking into the unknown. The process of overcoming obstacles is not a one-time victory, but a continuous journey. We are called to rise above, to keep pushing forward, and to strengthen our relationship with God. This means reflecting regularly, praying earnestly, and listening closely for His guidance. Every step taken in faith, every choice made to trust rather than doubt, brings us closer to unlocking the divine power that God has embedded within us. God has designed each of us with purpose, equipped with unique gifts meant to serve His kingdom. In moments of doubt, remember Jeremiah 29 verse 11. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This is not a journey we take alone, but one we walk with God by our side. When we surrender our fears, doubts, and the pressures of the world, we create space for God's grace and wisdom to lead us to our highest potential. In our modern lives, filled with endless distractions and expectations, it can be easy to lose sight of the spiritual gifts within us. But God calls us to look beyond the temporary concerns of the world and focus on the eternal. As Matthew 6 verse 33 teaches, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Our spiritual gifts are meant to shine in all areas of life, influencing not only ourselves, but everyone around us. In rising to this calling, we become beacons of God's love, strength, and grace, serving as living testimonies of His power. Through faith, perseverance, and unwavering devotion, we can overcome any barrier and unlock the divine gifts that God has placed within us. If this message resonates with you, and you're ready to unlock your divine gifts by overcoming self-doubt, societal pressures, and fear, let us know in the comments. Type, "I'm stepping forward in faith" if you're ready to break free. Or, "I'm working through my barriers" if you're still on the journey. Your journey is important and your voice matters. To unlock and activate your divine superpowers as one of God's chosen ones, it is essential to align yourself deeply with His divine plan. This journey requires you to surrender complete control of your life, trusting instead in God's wisdom and guidance. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Faith is your foundation. When you place unwavering trust in God's plan, you can move mountains and break barriers that once seemed insurmountable. Surrender does not mean weakness. It is the most profound act of strength, allowing God to work through you without interference from doubt, fear, or ego. Equally crucial on this path is the cultivation of self-love. As God's creation, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, as declared in Psalm 139:14. When you recognize and honor your own worth, you can release the exhausting need for external validation and approval from others. This self-love empowers you to stand firm in your identity and purpose, unshakable by the criticisms and judgments of the world. With every act of self-love, you elevate your spiritual vibration, aligning more closely with God's purpose for your life. Setting boundaries, refusing to compromise your values, and nurturing your spirit are not acts of selfishness. They are acts of reverence for the divine light within you. The journey to unlocking your divine gifts is not without challenges. Expect trials that test your faith and commitment, for these moments serve as powerful spiritual awakenings. James 1:2-3 encourages us to consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth, a chance to rise above what once held you down and ascend to new heights of spiritual awareness and strength. In these moments, prayer and meditation become your lifelines, helping you connect deeply with God's voice within you. Listen intently, for He often speaks softly, but with great clarity and purpose. Letting go of past pain, guilt, and limiting beliefs is another critical step in manifesting your divine potential. God calls us not to be defined by past mistakes, but to learn and grow from them. 2 Corinthians 5:17 reminds us, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone. The new is here." Release the burden of shame, embrace forgiveness, and step boldly into the new creation God has designed for you to become. It is through this shedding of the old that you can fully step into the light, unburdened and ready to manifest the blessings God has in store. Short, unlocking your divine superpowers involves surrender, faith, self-love, and resilience in the face of trials. It is a path of spiritual awakening that aligns you with God's divine purpose and fills your life with His favor and guidance. "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord, "plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. Embrace your calling, trust in His plan, and walk boldly in your God-given power. If this message about unlocking and activating your divine superpowers as one of God's chosen ones has touched your heart, take this as your invitation to a deeper journey. Are you ready to surrender completely to God's divine plan, align yourself with His wisdom, and embrace your true purpose? Comment, "I trust God" below if you are prepared to let go of doubt, cultivate self-love, and face challenges with faith and resilience. Your feedback inspires us to create content that uplifts and strengthens our community of spiritual seekers. Prayer, meditation, reflection, and staying deeply connected to God are pillars of spiritual growth and alignment. Through prayer, we engage in a sacred conversation with the divine, sharing our deepest thoughts and listening for His guidance. Meditation, in turn, allows us to quiet our minds and open our hearts to God's whispers. "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. In moments of stillness, God speaks directly to our souls, offering comfort, clarity, and direction. When was the last time you truly listened in stillness to the voice of God within you? Reflection serves as a mirror for our spiritual journey, helping us see our strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. It gives us the wisdom to course correct and draw closer to God's will. "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts." Psalm 139:23. When we reflect, we invite God to shine His light on our inner being, revealing truths that guide us toward righteousness and spiritual awakening. Have you ever reflected on how your thoughts and actions align with God's purpose for you? Recognizing divine guidance is essential to unlocking your God-given superpowers. This guidance often manifests through intuition, signs, and synchronicities. Intuition is the voice of the Holy Spirit within us, gently guiding our decisions. Signs and synchronicities are God's ways of showing us that we are on the right path. For example, you may repeatedly encounter a specific verse, number, or experience that confirms God's presence. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." Isaiah 30:21. Have you ever felt a divine nudge or seen signs pointing you in a particular direction? Learning to trust these moments deepens our connection with God and builds faith in His plan for our lives. Embracing faith requires acting on the divine guidance we receive, even when the path is uncertain. When challenges arise, remember that they serve as opportunities to strengthen your faith. God molds us through trials, shaping us into who we are meant to be. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:2-3. Every challenge holds a hidden blessing and brings us closer to unlocking our spiritual potential. Reflect on a moment when a difficulty ultimately brought you closer to God's purpose. How did that experience shape you? Gratitude amplifies your connection with God and raises your spiritual vibration. A grateful heart attracts more blessings and aligns you with divine abundance. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Expressing gratitude for both major and minor blessings transforms ordinary moments into sacred experiences. Take a moment to consider, when was the last time you thanked God for His gifts? How did that gratitude change your perspective? Surrounding yourself with a supportive community of faith is also crucial. We are called to lift one another up and grow together spiritually. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. When you share your journey with others, you create bonds of love, encouragement, and spiritual strength. Who in your life can you support on their journey today? By lifting others, we fulfill God's call and become vessels of His light. God's chosen ones are called to live boldly, rooted in faith and guided by divine truth. By maintaining spiritual practices, recognizing divine guidance, embracing challenges, practicing gratitude, and fostering community, you can unlock the superpowers God has placed within you. Rise higher and shine with the light God has given you. Step forward in faith and let God's miracles unfold. Service and responsibility lie at the heart of unlocking your divine superpowers as one of God's chosen ones. The gifts bestowed upon you, be they wisdom, courage, empathy, or creativity, are meant to be shared to uplift and inspire others in their journey. As the Bible states, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. 1 Peter 4:10. This call to service is central to living out your divine purpose. By walking in this path of purpose and power, you create a ripple effect that transforms lives, shining light where there was once darkness and giving hope where it was once lost. Embracing this sacred duty means taking up the mantle of responsibility, understanding that your gifts carry great weight and potential to shape the lives of others. In a world often filled with chaos, selfishness, and despair, your willingness to serve sets you apart, reflecting the light of Christ through your actions. This is not just about grand gestures. It is about the small, everyday acts of love, kindness, and guidance that reveal God's grace to those around you. When you mentor a struggling friend, lend a compassionate ear, or give generously without expecting anything in return, you are fulfilling your divine mission. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Living a life dedicated to serving others does not always come easily. There are moments of sacrifice, of placing others' needs before your own, of enduring hardship without complaint. But these moments are where true spiritual growth occurs. Through these acts of service, you strengthen your connection to God and allow His grace to work through you. You become a vessel through which the Holy Spirit moves, bringing healing, hope, and transformation to those you encounter. Spirituality demands this depth of commitment not for earthly recognition, but for heavenly purpose, for the pure joy of living as God intended. In practical terms, this calling might lead you to volunteer in your community, share your spiritual insights, or offer guidance to those feeling lost. These actions, grounded in faith, have the power to transform not only those you serve, but also yourself. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Matthew 25:40. This is the core of Christian spirituality, to be a living testament to God's love and to uplift all who cross your path. You may never see the full impact of your work, but trust that every seed you plant is seen by God and nurtured in His divine plan. Remember, responsibility over your gifts is not a burden but a sacred trust. It deepens your connection with God and aligns your life with His will. By using your talents to serve, you are magnifying the glory of the One who bestowed those gifts upon you. The challenges and sacrifices are real, but so too are the blessings and the joy that come with living a life of purpose and devotion. Take heart and continue to walk the path God has set before you, knowing that He walks alongside you every step of the way. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Through service, you embody the transformative power of faith, leaving behind a legacy that echoes through eternity. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to reflect on how you can use your divine gifts to uplift and serve others. Leave a yes in the comments below if you're ready to embrace your sacred duty and walk the path of service and responsibility. Together, let's continue this journey, spreading God's light and fulfilling our divine purpose to transform lives and bring hope to those in need. Stay true to your gifts, continue to develop them, and use them to make a positive impact on the world around you. Your gifts are a reflection of God's work in you and are meant to shine His light in all you do. As Scripture reminds us, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. 1 Peter 4:10. This means dedicating yourself wholeheartedly to your unique calling and committing to serve with humility. When you walk in humility, you become a vessel for God's divine love and grace, allowing Him to work through you for a higher purpose. Life for God's chosen ones often comes with trials and challenges. These moments of hardship are not without purpose. They are meant to refine and strengthen you. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:2-3. Embrace the difficulties with faith, knowing they are shaping you to step more fully into your divine calling. Each challenge you face offers an opportunity for spiritual growth and a chance to deepen your connection to the divine purpose that God has set before you. Gratitude is another essential key in unlocking your divine superpowers. In all circumstances, express thankfulness for the blessings and even for the lessons that trials bring. Gratitude elevates your spirit and aligns you more closely with God's will. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. It transforms your perspective and helps you recognize the divine hand at work, even when life's path is unclear. Gratitude invites God's presence more fully into your life and raises your spiritual vibration, enhancing your ability to manifest His purpose. Humility keeps you grounded and aligned with God's plan. Remember, it is not pride but humility that draws us closer to God's heart. Pride creates distance from the source, but a humble spirit makes room for God to work powerfully through you. Serve others selflessly and let your actions reflect God's glory, not your own. As Jesus taught, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant. Matthew 20:26. Your gifts are for the benefit of others, to uplift, inspire, and bring light where there is darkness. Remain steadfast in your mission, for distractions will arise. The voices of doubt, fear, and temptation may try to sway you from your path. Stay rooted in prayer, trust in God's plan, and align every word and action with His purpose for you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. When you live in alignment with God's will, the doors that are meant to open will open, and no force can stand in the way of His divine plan for your life. Dedicate yourself to cultivating your gifts, using them for God's glory, and walking in humility and service. Trust in His guidance, express gratitude for every blessing and challenge, and stand firm in your purpose. This is how you unlock your divine superpowers and reflect God's love and grace in every aspect of your life. Patience, faith, and continued commitment are essential elements on the journey to unlocking your divine superpowers as one of God's chosen ones. This path calls for consistent growth, humility, and the ability to discern God's will in every moment of life. Challenges are guaranteed, and each obstacle you encounter is an opportunity for spiritual refinement. The Apostle Paul reminds us in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Every challenge you face holds meaning, and every moment of waiting on God's timing serves a purpose far greater than you may presently understand. Trusting God's timing is crucial for activating your spiritual gifts. It may often feel as though your prayers go unanswered or that the path ahead is unclear, but divine timing unfolds with perfection beyond human comprehension. The waiting period is where your faith is truly tested and where your growth becomes undeniable. Have you ever found yourself questioning why you must endure so much struggle? In these moments of doubt, consider the trials of Joseph, who endured betrayal, imprisonment, and years of waiting before his destiny was fulfilled. Just as God was with Joseph in every step, He walks with you, using every hardship to prepare you for your greater purpose. Throughout your journey, it is important to seek relationships that uplift and encourage you. Surround yourself with those who reflect God's light and speak truth with love. Proverbs 27:17 tells us, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Your relationships can either strengthen your walk with God or pull you away from His divine plan. Be discerning and prioritize connections that align with your spiritual growth. Have you found people in your life who challenge you to rise to your fullest potential in Christ? If not, it may be time to reflect and seek out a community that supports your journey. God's chosen ones are called to be a light in the darkness, bringing hope, love, and healing to the world. As Jesus said in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." Your divine gifts are meant to shine brightly, but this requires breaking free from limiting beliefs and facing your fears head-on. Transformation comes through perseverance and a willingness to confront the barriers within. Do you sometimes feel unworthy or unsure of your abilities. Let those doubts be stepping stones to deeper faith. By trusting in God's promises, you allow His power to work through you, creating miracles in your life and in the lives of those around you. Spirituality is about cultivating an intimate connection with the divine presence within you. When you nurture this connection through prayer, meditation, and faithful obedience, you gain access to divine strength, wisdom, and creativity. As you align your actions with God's will, you manifest blessings in ways that reflect His glory. Jesus said in Luke 17:21, "The kingdom of God is within you." Your divine potential lies within, waiting to be activated through faith and commitment. Are you willing to surrender your fears and align yourself with God's plan? In moments of weakness, when your faith is tested and doubt threatens to overtake you, remember that every spiritual leader has faced their own trials. Your struggles are not evidence of God's absence, but rather a testament to His active work in your life. "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord in Jeremiah 29:11. "Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Every time you rise from failure, every time you forgive yourself and step forward with renewed courage, you embody true spiritual growth. Your journey is not about perfection, but about progress. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small, and give thanks for every lesson. Aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with God's truth will unlock your gifts more powerfully than you can imagine. Trust in His guidance, even when the way is uncertain. Lao Tzu said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." When you surrender to God's will, you step into your highest purpose and bring His love and light into the world. Are you ready to continue this journey with courage and trust in His promises? If you're ready to unlock your divine superpowers and trust in God's perfect timing, comment, "I am chosen." Let your journey of faith, growth, and transformation inspire and uplift others. Together, we will rise higher and manifest our highest purpose. Building the right environment is crucial to unlocking your divine superpowers as one of God's chosen ones. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Proverbs 27:17. This scripture illustrates the power of surrounding yourself with people who lift your spirit and support your spiritual journey. Like iron honing iron, the right companions can help refine your faith, ignite your spiritual gifts, and guide you along a higher path. These individuals may share your values, uplift you during struggles, and challenge you to grow deeper in your walk with God. In such a circle, you find encouragement, empathy, and mutual respect, creating a sanctuary for your soul to thrive. The opposite holds true for energy-draining relationships that hinder spiritual growth. Toxic influences can become stumbling blocks, dimming your light and distracting you from your divine purpose. This is why Scripture urges us to guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Sometimes, protecting your heart means creating distance from those who seek to sap your energy and erode your faith. Our spiritual journey often intersects with various relationships that can either nurture or stifle our growth. Choosing who enters your inner circle is like selecting which seeds to plant in a sacred garden. Some bear good fruit, while others may choke out life. If you frequently find yourself surrounded by negative influences, your spiritual foundation can weaken. However, it's not only about removing yourself from toxicity, it's about cultivating connections that lead to growth and transformation. Start by exuding the Christ-centered love and light you seek, remaining steadfast in prayer and trust in God. As you walk faithfully, the Lord will lead the right people into your life. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. To foster such an environment, Be intentional in choosing who you allow into your life. Establish clear boundaries and align your actions with biblical principles. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 13:20. This verse reminds us that the company we keep impacts our journey. Surround yourself with those who honor your faith, who speak words of life, and who help you grow closer to God. Community rooted in spirituality becomes a fortress of encouragement, truth, and compassion. Seek these relationships and nurture them, knowing that by doing so, you honor God's calling and unlock the divine superpowers He has already placed within you. Trust that each step of this journey, guided by the Holy Spirit, leads you closer to your ultimate purpose in Christ. Let your spiritual environment reflect God's light, and watch as your faith flourishes and your divine gifts come alive. As you journey toward unlocking your divine superpowers and embracing your true purpose, remember that every step you take is guided by God's hand. Your gifts are not meant to remain dormant, but to shine brightly, transforming not only your life, but the world around you. By deepening your connection with God, facing challenges with faith, and serving others with love, you are stepping fully into your divine calling. Reflect on how you can bring light to others each day. Are you ready to trust God completely, use your gifts for His purpose, and rise higher as one of His chosen ones? If so, share your journey in the comments and declare, "I am stepping into my divine power." Let's inspire and uplift one another as we continue on this path of spiritual awakening and growth together. Chosen ones. If you're seeing this, it means you've reached the final step, spiritual wisdom. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Khalil Gibran. Welcome back to Spiritual Wisdom. If you're here, it's no coincidence you've reached the final step in your journey as a chosen one. This moment is your signal from the universe that you are on the verge of an incredible transformation. You've endured trials, grown stronger, and refined your spirit through experiences that many cannot even begin to understand. But now, it's time to embrace your purpose fully and step into your power. Are you ready to trust in divine timing and open your heart to the unknown? Leave a comment with Tune 77 in if you're ready to take the final step and manifest your destiny. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can grow this community of awakened souls together. You've arrived at the final step, a pivotal moment in your journey where transformation awaits. This path has been anything but simple, yet you have persevered through each trial because you were destined for greatness. As a chosen one, you've reached an extraordinary milestone that marks the culmination of your efforts. This isn't merely a transition, it's the final phase of your evolution, the point at which everything you've experienced begins to coalesce. Now is the time to fully embrace the changes that lie ahead. You may have felt different from those around you, sensing the deeper currents of existence more profoundly than most. This feeling isn't coincidental, it is part of your unique calling. You are here to walk a path that has been specifically laid out for you, shaped by the gifts and insights you carry within. Recognizing your journey involves a deep understanding of your true self and acknowledging that every experience, both the joyful and the challenging, has been instrumental in preparing you for a higher purpose. The significance of this final step lies in aligning with your true purpose. It is essential now, more than ever, to stay connected to what you are meant to achieve. In a world filled with distractions, it can be easy to lose sight of your path. However, if you tune into that inner guidance, clarity will emerge. This moment calls for you to step boldly into your authentic self, releasing anything that detracts from your mission. As you align your actions with your true purpose, you will find that life flows more effortlessly, leading you to the fulfillment you've been searching for. This is the moment when your spiritual journey will start to make perfect sense, allowing you to step into the future with confidence and determination. Are you ready to take your final step and embrace your true calling? If you feel the pull to claim your purpose, comment below with "I am ready" to affirm your commitment. This is your time to seize it. You find yourself at a crucial juncture in your life, where every lesson learned and every experience encountered has led you to this moment. Now, it's time to concentrate on 3 vital principles that will guide you forward: resilience, embracing change, and balancing mind, body, and spirit. Let's dive into the first principle: resilience. Life's journey is often fraught with challenges, each designed to test your strength and fortitude. Resilience transcends mere survival. It embodies the inner power to rise again after every setback. Think of it as a spiritual and emotional muscle that you have been building throughout your life. In a world where obstacles frequently arise, be it in relationships, careers, or personal ambitions, resilience becomes the distinguishing factor between merely existing and truly thriving. This moment isn't just about overcoming difficulties. It's about stepping boldly into your true purpose with unwavering confidence. Next, we must consider the principle of embracing change. Many of us instinctively resist change, fearing the discomfort of leaving our familiar spaces. However, transformation is a fundamental aspect of growth, especially along your spiritual path. Clinging to outdated beliefs or habits stifles your evolution into your highest self. Just as a caterpillar must shed its skin to become a butterfly, you too must let go of what no longer serves you. This could involve altering your mindset, reevaluating your approach to life, or even redefining your relationships. Change, though challenging, opens the door to new opportunities and perspectives, allowing you to evolve and fulfill your true potential. In a rapidly changing world, those who adapt and flow with change are the ones who emerge victorious. We arrive at the principle of balancing mind, body, and spirit. This balance is essential for aligning with your higher purpose. Too often, individuals become overly focused on one aspect of their being, neglecting others. To step fully into your power, harmony among these 3 dimensions is crucial. A clear mind, a healthy body, and a nourished spirit create a potent synergy, enabling you to navigate life with ease and intent. In our fast-paced society, it's easy to fall out of balance, overburdening your mind, pushing your body to its limits, or overlooking your spiritual needs. True fulfillment comes from establishing equilibrium. This involves nurturing your mental health, maintaining physical activity, and engaging in spiritual practices that foster peace and clarity. By achieving this balance, you not only prepare yourself to take the final step in your journey, but also unlock a deeper sense of satisfaction in all aspects of your life. As you reflect on these 3 essential principles, resilience, embracing change, and balancing mind, body, and spirit, consider how they can elevate you towards your highest calling. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to affirm your commitment by typing "ready" in the comments below. Together, let's embark on this transformative journey toward the life you were meant to live. In our journey through life, It's common to encounter frustration when circumstances don't align with our expectations or desired timelines. However, embracing the concept of divine timing invites us to understand that every event unfolds precisely as it should, intricately woven into a greater design. Even when we experience delays or unexpected turns, these moments are integral to our individual journeys. The universe often has a more profound plan in store, one that resonates with our true purpose. Reflect on past experiences where you yearned for something, only to realize later that a delayed fulfillment led to an even greater outcome. This is the essence of divine timing at play. The true challenge lies in relinquishing our need for control and trusting that everything is orchestrated for our benefit, even when the path is unclear. By embracing this process, we cultivate peace, patience, and a focus on what we can influence, our personal growth and readiness for the future. If this message speaks to you, please comment below, "I trust divine timing," to welcome peace and alignment into your life. Life presents us with obstacles that test our resolve, often seeming relentless in their challenges. Yet these struggles are far from random. They represent hidden opportunities for growth. Each obstacle serves as a moment for self-discovery, allowing us to develop resilience and inner strength. Consider the most challenging experiences you've faced, be it a career setback, personal loss, or a tumultuous relationship. While these trials may have felt overwhelming at the time, they have played a vital role in shaping who you are today. Instead of viewing these difficulties as hindrances, see them as stepping stones propelling you toward your aspirations. By embracing these challenges, you equip yourself for greater achievements. Remember, diamonds are forged under pressure, and the struggles you endure now will ultimately become the wellspring of your strength in the future. As you navigate your path, a crucial lesson to internalize is the importance of trusting your intuition. That subtle inner voice, often overshadowed by fear, doubt, or external opinions, serves as your most potent guide. Your intuition acts as an internal compass, consistently pointing you toward your authentic self. By tuning into your intuition, you cultivate a deeper connection to your purpose and the journey that promises the most fulfillment. It's easy to second-guess ourselves or let outside influences dictate our decisions. However, deep down, you possess an inherent understanding of what is right for you. Recall times when you experienced a gut feeling, only to dismiss it, later realizing that your instincts were accurate. Trusting your intuition demands bravery, as it often leads into uncharted territories. Yet, this inner guidance is essential, especially at this pivotal juncture in your journey. Recognizing that you hold the wisdom to make sound choices strengthens your resolve. The more you honor your intuition, the more confident you become in navigating uncertainty. If this message about the power of trusting your intuition resonates with you, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's embark on this journey together, unlocking the potential of our inner wisdom and guidance. Trust yourself, and let's explore how this can lead to a life filled with greater fulfillment and joy. You stand at a transformative juncture in your journey, and encountering this message signifies that a significant breakthrough is on the horizon. The first concept to grasp is synchronicity. This phenomenon goes beyond mere coincidence. It serves as a cosmic nod from the universe, affirming that you are on the correct path. When you notice recurring numbers, significant patterns, or chance encounters that feel too perfectly timed to be random, these are indicators of your alignment with the universe's flow. Reflect on moments in your life when everything seemed to align effortlessly. These instances are manifestations of divine timing, reassuring you that all is unfolding precisely as it should. Embrace these signs. They are profound reminders that you are recognized, supported, and that your journey is guided by a higher force. As you approach this step, the art of manifestation becomes paramount. Manifestation transcends mere desire. It involves harmonizing your energy with your deepest aspirations until they materialize in your reality. The universe operates on the principle of energy, and your thoughts, feelings, and actions are pivotal in sculpting your future. At this critical stage, focus on aligning your energy with the essence of what you wish to attract. Consider how you would behave if you had already achieved your goals. Immerse yourself in that feeling, believe in it, and embody that version of yourself. When your vibration resonates with your desires, the universe will start to unveil pathways and opportunities to bring your dreams into fruition. Ask yourself, are you living in alignment with your highest vision for your life? Overcoming self-doubt is crucial as you reach this pivotal moment. Doubt can be one of the most formidable barriers to realizing your true desires. It's natural to encounter uncertainty, particularly when you're on the brink of something monumental, but it's vital not to allow it to hinder your progress. Self-doubt often manifests as an internal dialogue questioning your worthiness or the feasibility of your goals. Remember, this doubt is merely an illusion, a fear-driven narrative aimed at thwarting your potential. In these critical times, you must consciously choose faith over fear. Reflect on your past achievements. Each obstacle has equipped you for this very moment. The universe has guided you here because you possess the strength to succeed. As you advance, cultivate a belief in yourself. Trust that you deserve everything you aspire to, and let this conviction propel you beyond any lingering doubts. Are you prepared to fully embrace your inner power and step into the life that is rightfully yours? If this message resonates with you, comment "I am ready" below. If you're feeling uncertain or need further insight, type "I need clarity." Let's connect and move forward together. At this significant juncture in your journey, it's essential to pause and celebrate the myriad achievements that have led you to this final stage. Every hurdle you've encountered, each challenge you've surmounted, and every triumph, regardless of its size, has contributed to your transformation into the remarkable individual you are today. Success isn't solely about reaching your destination. It's equally about the strength and insights you've gathered along the way. Each moment of growth you've experienced has fortified your foundation of confidence and resilience, equipping you to embrace whatever lies ahead. The energy you have dedicated to your personal development has accumulated beautifully, and now is the perfect time to fully acknowledge and appreciate this journey. As Theodore Roosevelt wisely stated, "Believe you can, and you are halfway there." By reflecting on your past achievements, you recognize that the energy you've invested is a testament to your inner strength, simultaneously fueling your readiness for what's next. Every small victory leaves a lasting imprint on your mindset, which is your most powerful asset as you move forward. Although you've reached a remarkable milestone, it's crucial to understand that this is merely the beginning of a new phase of growth. True transformation occurs when you grasp that this final step serves as a gateway to even greater possibilities. As you prepare for the exciting opportunities that lie ahead, concentrate on how you can harness the energy you've cultivated to meet new challenges head-on. Embracing adaptability and a forward-thinking mindset will be key to sustaining your momentum. Have you defined your long-term aspirations? What strategies do you have in place to maintain this growth trajectory? In the words of Tony Robbins, the path to success is determined and powerful action. Preparing for this next chapter involves recognizing that your journey is both continuous and dynamic. It's not just about setting specific goals. It's about nurturing a long-term vision of the person you are evolving into. The energy that has brought you this far will only amplify, keeping you focused and empowered as you encounter new challenges and seize new opportunities. A crucial aspect of your journey is understanding its impact on others. The energy you emit radiates far beyond your immediate experience, influencing not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Whether you realize it or not, your personal transformation serves as a beacon of inspiration for others, illuminating what is achievable. Your story embodies a powerful message of hope, resilience, and growth, creating a ripple effect that extends well beyond your individual journey. Have you taken the time to consider how your experiences might empower others? As the Dalai Lama aptly puts it, our main purpose in this life is to help others. And if you cannot help them, at least do not hurt them. As you forge ahead, reflect on how your energy and growth have touched those in your circle and the broader community. Understanding this impact will add profound meaning to your journey, motivating you to continue evolving not just for your own sake, but for the collective good. Your success transcends personal fulfillment. It contributes to the universal energy, uplifting and inspiring others as they navigate their paths. If you resonate with this message and have made it this far, take a moment to reflect on your unique journey. Leave a yes in the comments to affirm your commitment to harnessing your inner strength and welcoming the next chapter of growth. Let's move forward together, utilizing the energy we've cultivated to inspire not just ourselves, but everyone around us. Remember, every step you take is part of a larger ripple that influences the world. Visualization is an active and purposeful practice that plays a crucial role in manifesting your deepest desires. When you engage in the process of vividly imagining the life you aspire to, you are crafting a detailed blueprint that the universe can follow. The clearer and more specific your vision, the more potent the energy you emit. Consider this process as drawing a precise map for your future, where each image and emotion serves as a building block toward your goals. It's not merely about envisioning success. It's about immersing yourself in the feeling of that success, allowing every cell in your body to resonate with the reality you seek. Are you genuinely seeing the future you desire? Do you possess the confidence in what you're manifesting? Your true power lies in the clarity of your vision. In this journey, the energy of community cannot be overstated. Surrounding yourself with individuals who resonate with your path and share your values fosters a profound sense of belonging and empowerment. When you connect with others on a similar journey, their positive energy magnifies your own, helping you to remain grounded and inspired. Have you noticed how your perspective shifts when you're in the company of uplifting, like-minded souls? This phenomenon illustrates the strength of collective energy. Supportive relationships serve as a safety net, providing comfort during times of uncertainty or overwhelm. Seek these connections, whether in person or through online platforms, as they are essential in keeping you aligned as you navigate the transformation you've been diligently working toward. One of the most significant and often challenging aspects of this final stage is learning to let go of attachment. You've dedicated yourself, maintained focus, and visualized your desired outcomes. Now, it's crucial to release the need to control how and when these dreams will manifest. Letting go doesn't equate to surrendering your ambitions. Rather, it means trusting the natural flow of life and allowing divine forces to intervene. The universe operates on its own timeline and often employs methods that surpass our understanding. By relinquishing attachment, you create space for even greater possibilities to emerge. Are you prepared to trust this process and release control? Although it may feel uncomfortable, this act of surrender is a vital component of your transformation. This is your moment to trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even if the path diverges from your expectations. If this resonates with you and has illuminated the significance of clear visualization and the necessity of trusting the journey, please comment below with, "I trust my vision and release control." By doing so, you declare your commitment to actively shaping your desired future, while allowing the universe to guide you in its perfect timing. Your declaration not only strengthens your intentions, but also inspires fellow community members who are navigating their own journeys of manifestation. Together, we can amplify our collective energy and support one another in creating the abundant lives we truly deserve. Understanding the spiritual significance of your journey is essential. Every obstacle you've faced and every triumph you've celebrated has served as a crucial building block, guiding you toward your higher purpose. Recognizing the divine design in your life experiences reveals that nothing has happened by mere chance. You are woven into a grander tapestry, walking a spiritual path that is uniquely crafted for you. This profound awareness empowers you to move forward with an unwavering trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor. The lessons you've encountered are not just random events, they are vital preparations for the next chapter of your life. Progress isn't about hastily pushing forward. It's about carrying yourself with a serene confidence and deep gratitude. Embracing grace means acknowledging that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Approach the future with a sense of anticipation, knowing that every new experience is an opportunity for growth. Cultivate gratitude not just for your achievements, but also for the challenges that have tested you. Both have played an integral role in shaping your identity. By advancing with grace, you unlock the next phase of your spiritual journey, opening your heart to the myriad opportunities that await. As we wrap up this transformative journey together, remember that reaching the final step signifies not just an end, but a powerful new beginning. Embrace the principles of resilience, embracing change, and balancing mind, body, and spirit in your daily life. These are the keys to unlocking your true potential and manifesting the life you desire. I invite you to reflect on how these insights can elevate your personal growth and happiness. What changes are you ready to make? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue to support each other on this incredible path. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more inspiration on your journey. Your story matters, and together we can create a ripple effect of positive energy in the world.